Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Are we live?
I think so.
I'm gonna check.
Can you guys hear us in the chat?
Who's that talking to you?
Yeah.
Oh, your voice sounds different.
We're live, you know.
What, we're ready?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
I think so. Can you all hear us in the chat?
To be fair, this is what they do on CNN and stuff. You see them sorting out the papers and all that kind of stuff. Let me play it, actually.
What they belong because?
Yes, you can hear it.
Oh, they can hear all of this?
Yeah. Good thing we ain't say nothing. That would have been awkward.
I don't know why. It shows, Did you guys hear the intro?
So what they buy McLeod?
Did
Yeah.
you guys hear the intro?
I find it funny when you repeat.
Huh?
I find it funny when you repeat the question
Serious?
because it's like there's a few seconds delay.
Yeah.
But you say it as if they haven't answered you the first time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bomba not. That's crazy.
So, sorry.
Oh, they did.
They did. Oh,
How did I hear it on this end?
okay, well.
See if I press this. That's interesting. Okay,
Isn't it?
cool.
All right, well, here we are. Good morning, lovely people. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're great. It is Friday, the 26th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by y'all, the culture. We're just going to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy Big Marks from the east side of the bridge. Morning, people.
It is your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
Good morning, big man use in the builds.
Lovely stuff. How's everyone doing this morning?
Good, man. We're good.
Nice.
Y'all?
Good as well.
Yeah, we all right. We good, ready to go, ready to work.
Sure are.
I watched the first episode of The Power.
First.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Oh, the first. Just the first.
Yeah,
I thought you
just the
said
first so
power,
far.
The power. Okay.
What did you think?
It started good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it started gripping enough. Had a lot of traumatic scenes. Kind of stuff I like. You get me? Right into
That could
deep
be a
end.
trauma, don't you?
Right into deep end. Yeah. Shake me up. Set the scene for me. It took me a while to not get annoyed with that girl's voice.
Oh! I'm Bernie Monk's daughter.
Fuck, you know.
I'm Bernie Monk's daughter. Shut up. Shut up.
And-
Your mum's relevant. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, but that she's the runt of the family, man.
No, she really said that though. She said dad. See, you know when they're like, you're your daddy's son? That's
yeah,
his
they're the same
child.
people. Yeah.
I'm Bernie Monk's daughter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I like that actor because I was introduced to him through
Bernie Monk.
Bernie Monk, but I was
He's got a good
he's got a good catalogue.
He gives
Yeah,
me like
yeah.
Only Fools and Horses.
That's what I was
Right.
thinking about that actually, yeah, when I was looking at it, and I'm saying, because when I was talking about it, and I was moving like unsure of that, but I went home and I looked at it, I'm saying, no, this has got like a proper solid cast as
I
well.
finished it and season 2 needs to come out.
It's got a solid cast. The
Yeah.
lead, the husband, they're all people that we're familiar with, and they're good actors.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know not one of them.
So you don't know the governor woman? You must know her.
She's just like every other white woman I've seen.
She's in what's her name? What's her name?
I'm on the first episode.
Yeah, but you know.
I'm on the
Okay,
first.
her husband. You know her husband,
Yes, I know her husband.
the Spanish
But
man.
But he gives me like Disney Channel. Like Selena Gomez's dad in Wizards of Waverly Place type of vibe.
Esther, check this thing I'm sending you.
Okay.
on
And then
Instagram.
who else is it there? There's someone else that's notable in there, isn't it?
There's a couple people that look a bit familiar, but
Let me get my phone.
The guy who died first episode, the little nonce, the rapist.
yeah.
Yeah, he's known.
Wait, let me see this cast. There's bury them now.
Okay, yeah, I might have to look at it again.
But did you get through the whole episode there?
Yes.
Oh, so you're engaged.
Yeah.
So next week
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Next
we're gonna.
week out of
Yeah,
finish the season.
Okay, next week is in next week Friday, or
Come Tuesday. I'll finish
I was gonna
season.
say because your weekend looks busy.
So
Yeah.
come.
Okay.
Okay, come. Do you reckon Emmanuel watched it? No.
No, you didn't even watch Power. You ain't watching the Power.
But I will.
Silly.
I'll tell him
Sorry,
to watch
man.
it because as you said, there are plenty of themes that we can basically chop up on.
I think it's really good. Have you finished it?
I got one last episode to watch.
Yeah, I finished last episode. It's mad.
Mm.
I actually really like it.
Yeah, but it's the Bernie Monk. He's good, and then I can't say his name, John Leguizamo. But you're right. He is like the He was there. He's been around from when he was younger. Would he have been? No, he's not the one from Narcos. What else has he done?
He looks familiar though.
Yeah, these people's faces are just hella familiar.
Let me click on his name. Let's see what he's been on. He's been in Super Mario Brothers. Well, 1993. Ice Age. Okay, they were all animals. John Wick.
Okay.
You watch John Wick?
I haven't seen them, but
I don't know if there was a bartender in there. Critical Thinking. You might would have watched that.
Romeo and Juliet, that was a thing.
Ride Along. Okay.
Is he in Ride Along?
Apparently.
You know what? He's not
He's not a household name.
He's not a household name. He's not top tier, but he's everywhere though. You get
Yeah,
me?
like I think he's the only person I actually recognise.
If you see Donny, you go, oh, my man.
It's you.
Kick ass. Yeah, he's in Pure Things.
Yeah, I really liked it. Okay, we'll talk about it properly next week. But it's a good show.
And again, there's definitely good themes. Did you see how did you see when I told you when Donny went to Saudi Arabia?
Oh yeah.
And he was there with the women in it.
Yeah.
So that was sad a bit. Like remember because they mashed the girl up. Do you remember they mashed the girl up and the girls and the women were outside like
yeah.
where is she? Like no, fuck
No,
that, I want to see
powerful,
her.
though. I was like here. But he's a little.
And then he's rolling with them all day, yeah. And then he sees them mashing up the man and he tries to get involved.
Yeah, because I was like, see, this is the problem. You got too comfortable. Now you're being mashed up. Now another woman's got to come and save you because you're doing too much. Like, just because you're being the camera guy does not mean your family. Like, what the hell do you think is going on here?
They was mashing the man up and he tried to get involved. Like,
Like,
come
no,
on,
leave
come
him,
on,
man,
girls,
leave
man. Like, nah, man, you're doing
like,
too
what?
much. He's like, what? What are you talking? Started shocking him up and things. I don't think you understand
He's an
how
idiot.
funny that was
He's
to
an
me.
idiot. He's an absolute idiot.
That was hilarious
I
to
was
me.
like, why do you think you have the authority to do that? But then when he started crying, I said,
And again, this black girl whose powers are developing, yeah.
the black girl she's sick.
She's developing the power, so she's levels compared to the rest
She's
of them.
levels.
Because they're not even. She's doing different things. They're just thinking electric. She's doing different stuff with hers. That's what I was trying to work out. This person talking to her, is it a real outside entity or is it her talking to herself? Because where's it getting the information from? It's telling her.
It's an entity within her.
It says both. Like I'm saying,
not her.
is she a mad woman and she's talking to herself,
I
or
don't think
is
she's talking to
something
herself.
really talking to her?
Something's really talking to her. But things talking to people all the time. Don't make it right. But it's not her talking to herself. Or is it?
I'm trying to work it out. But yeah, we can get into it on Tuesday when Brett finishes it.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting show. Very, very interesting show. But guys, watch it as well.
You ever heard a voice that didn't come from a human mouth in your vicinity?
No?
No.
Like a goat.
No, I
A
haven't.
goat?
What are you trying to say? Have I ever heard a voice that's not come from a human?
Yeah.
No, so it's just that means I'm talking to myself then, you're saying?
That or you have
Trouble in there.
Chombi. You have Chombi in your house.
But it's giving her proper information though, that she don't know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's telling her stuff. It's telling her legit
No,
stuff.
I watched the first episode and I know that there's a voice in her head.
Yeah, but it's giving her information that she don't know.
I don't know about that yet.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, he wouldn't know about that
Like,
yet.
it's telling her stuff. Like,
Because at the moment, he would just know it as the voice is saying to her, stand up and speak up for yourself.
Yeah.
So for him, that's her speaking to herself, like,
Yeah.
be more confident.
Yeah.
But when you get deeper,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
voice
like
is
this thing's
voicing, boy.
like the voice is bossing her. The voice is
Yeah.
schooling her. The voice is
Yeah.
teaching her
how to be a great woman.
Like how to use your thing, how to pattern up. You can do this, you can do that. You can and after a while, is this herself or is this
Yeah, it's mother hell, innit?
It's Mother Nature.
Mother hell? Innit? Yeah, that's
Mother
cold.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, keep watching it. I think you're liking it. All right, cool.
It was very interesting though. Very good show. I wonder when it came out actually. Let me see when it came out. Sorry.
Margs' first recommendation.
I know, and it
Going
slaps.
well? Going well?
Not too bad.
Oh, 20, it came out this year. Oh, another season not coming out for time, boy.
So basically, after that means after this one, I'm allowed another one.
100%.
You actually are.
All right then.
You've earned it.
Even though
Come
you
on.
started off shaky, you was like, oh.
Yeah, because you didn't
I
sell
don't
it.
know if it is. Yeah, you watch this.
Because I don't know if you are as
No,
in tune as
that's
me.
not it. That's
Like,
not it. That is
you know,
not
like
it. That's not it.
there's levels in it. I don't know if I'm trying to bring you into. I'm saying, but they might not be on what I'm on. Like,
Nah, you need to be confident.
You're
with
sounding
your
all taser right now.
recommendations,
I should have come and told you he's got themes of. If I told you he's got themes of
He's got
racism,
themes.
if I told you he's got themes, it would have been there straight away.
You go and sell it to us. Oh dear. All right. Well, I've got a question. No, a topic. No, not topic of the day. A question of the day for you guys. What is one thing you are grateful for?
Was that the question?
Yeah. I hope so. Is that the question?
No, that's not the question.
Where'd you get that from then?
I swear I read it this morning. It was something different.
No,
Oh, you would have read
yesterday's
yesterday's one.
Yeah, that you
Oh.
read. Yeah. What is one thing you're grateful for?
Where's my
Being alive, waking up every day, being alive.
That's a word.
My fire stick, man.
Your fire stick.
Allows you to make good recommendations.
It's a euphemism, yeah?
No, I'm not on fire, so
Double entendre.
triple entendre. No.
So dumb. You're so silly.
What about you, Esther?
Mine is my faith. That gives me hope for a new day. Every day I wake up, let's do it again. We go again.
That's so nice.
Brent?
I am thankful for Emmanuel and the research team. They've been very diligent over the past few months.
They have. Pick up the
Big up
research
them.
team. The wrench holders.
We got them.
They're not.
Actually, no, they're
No,
not. Sorry,
they're not.
take it back. Sorry.
You can't just give all the wrench holders
Yeah,
this glory.
I realised.
No.
We definitely can't give everybody access to this doctor. When I big up the research team, though, you guys are doing amazing work. And big up E-Man as well. His vegan looking self.
Wherever he is.
And then wherever he is.
There's a rumor that was started, but
No,
I'm
there was a
I'm
rumour.
not going to
Yeah.
share those rumors.
No, we can't. It's in-house
that's all.
rumors.
That's all.
No, we cannot do that. He would definitely come back. All right, let's get into our headlines. F,
But I'm sure it's.
have you got something plugged in somewhere that you shouldn't?
No. It's some glitch, but it's still transmitting over there, so it's fine.
Okay, so our first headline for today: net migration is too high. Rishi Sunak has said after data confirmed levels hit a new record high last year. Immigration saw the country's overall population increase by 606,000 in 2022, according to the ONS, that is the Office for National Statistics. More people from outside the EU arriving on student and work visas, as well as the Ukraine and Hong Kong schemes, all contributed, the ONS said. The Prime Minister insisted that migration was not out of control, but after more than a decade of Conservative-led governments promising to reduce numbers, the figures represent a political challenge for Mr. Sunak. Under then Conservative Prime Minister David Cameron, the Tories pledged to get net migration below 100,000, and the party's 2019 manifesto also committed to getting the rate down without setting a specific target. Now, the ONS has confirmed that in 2022, an estimated 1.2 million people arrived in the UK, while 557,000 left in the same period. Net migration, the difference between those two figures, stood at 606,000, an increase of 164,000 on 2021's total. Reacting to the data, the Prime Minister told ITV this morning, "Numbers are too high, it's as simple as that, and I want to bring them down." On our next headline, a man has been arrested after a car crashed into the Downing Street Ghetts. The Met Police said he was held on suspicion of criminal damage and dangerous driving, but the incident is not being treated as terror-related. One witness said he saw officers pointing tasers at a man who was held face to the floor as he was detained. This is giving Mizzy energy. No one was injured in the incident. Number 10 has confirmed Rishi Sunak was in Downing Street at the time. The area in Whitehall, the main road which runs through the heart of several government offices, was partially evacuated following the incident at 4:20 BST. The road has since reopened to traffic and the police cordon has been removed. At 9:45, the car was loaded onto a police recovery vehicle and removed from the scene. Officers had been searching the vehicle and removing a mobile phone in an evidence bag. A forensics officer was seen inspecting the car and sniffer dogs were also spotted at the scene. And our last headline, 2 employees of Donald Trump moved boxes of papers at Mar-a-Lago a day before the Justice Department visited the former president's residence to collect classified documents, the Washington Post reported on Thursday. The Post, citing people familiar with the matter, reported that investigators viewed the timing just before FBI agents and a prosecutor visited the Florida resort to recover documents sought as part of a subpoena as a potential sign of obstruction. Investigators have evidence, the newspaper reported, that the former president kept classified documents in a visible place in his office and had shown them to others. He also allegedly conducted a dress rehearsal for moving sensitive papers along with his team before they were subpoenaed in May 2022, according to the reports. CNN previously reported that following the May 2022 subpoena, which former president wanted to fight, federal prosecutors had a June meeting at Mar-a-Lago during which they were shown documents that had been held in a basement room. At the meeting, Trump's lawyers turned over an envelope with 28 classified documents, according to a CNN breakdown. The June meeting was later followed by a court-approved search of the property by the FBI in August, in part because investigators developed evidence that classified documents potentially remained at the residence, a source previously told CNN. Well, let's get into our What You Saying topic of the day. Let me see actually if it comes up on the thing.
It's not giving. It's not giving.
It's not. Like, it's just like silence. Like, the silence is actually deafening.
Are you checking? Is it on even on?
No, because it's so delayed. Okay, it plays on there.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to our topic of the day, or what
That's
you're
right.
saying. And we've got another light-hearted and wholesome topic for you guys today.
Love that. Eman, you know you can do these while you're here as well. You don't have to be away and do these.
All right, cool. So what we're saying is everyone in the room is creative, but also a creative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But what does that actually mean to you?
I find that word very funny. Actually, funny enough. For me, it's just creating a form of art that's outside the usual paint and brush. Typically, when you think of art, you think paint and brushes, but this is a form of art. So that's what I would say is a creative is it's a form of art that's different to how art was typically defined.
What does being a creative mean to you?
Having an idea, having a concept, either original or maybe an adaptation of something that already exists, and bringing it to life.
That's a sick definition.
Okay.
Add that to the dictionary.
What about you, Brent? Would you class yourself as a creative?
Brent's going for a lot.
Yeah. Coming up with new original ideas. Yeah. Is it?
Okay, that's cool. I would what does creativity mean to me? I think creativity is expression. That's what I see creativity as. It's as a form of expression.
Yeah.
Like people want to do stuff that either express how they're feeling or convey emotions or draw for emotions in other people.
Yeah.
And they just have different art forms. People just have different ways of expressing themselves.
Yeah.
And so, like, obviously the art banner's huge.
Yeah.
Whether it be painting, whether it be sitting down, creating content,
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
producing, making music. I just feel like it's just all a form of expression. Having an idea that you want to get out to the world, that's like express yourself. You know, you've got something. It's like Brent sitting down, he's got something. I know this is sick. I need everybody to see it. You get me?
Yeah.
And then this is how I'm expressing it.
Yeah.
This is how it looks. You get me? So I just feel like creativity means expression to me. there's different ways to express yourself.
I think also being able to think outside the box. You know what I mean? Having different type of thoughts and ideas that, you know, I guess don't normally come up in people's minds. You know what I mean?
That's sick. Okay. Well, we've got some questions here we'll run through. What invention, could be anything, made by someone else, could be anything made by someone else. We ain't made nothing in here, so I don't know why you would need to say that. But what invention... what invention made in the last 10 years could you not live without?
In the last 10 years...
Everybody in their
Last
phones.
10 years.
Everybody in their phones. That
But
should
that's
be
not
easy.
10 years though.
Oh yeah, for
Longer.
longer than that.
Yeah. I
Last
feel
10 years.
Man says
Yeah.
it's longer than that. Like, that's not obvious.
What's it been in the last 10 years?
You know what I mean?
I think if it said some... I feel like...
DSPs. Has that been 10 years?
I don't know what that is.
As in, yeah, DSP's been around for more than 10 years.
What's DSP?
We've been streaming for longer than 10 years.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Ah.
We've been streaming for longer than 10 years.
You had
Yeah.
Napster, you
Yeah.
had,
Yeah, but that weren't the same. That was like to download. This everything all in the same place. The
When is
convenience of the
Spotify?
streaming.
I was
Initially,
in-
I didn't like it, but has it been longer? It's been longer than 10 years, then I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because it feels it's pretty newish.
DSP's
think
been
it's
been
just
around from 2013, before 2013.
So,
I'm just
yeah,
checking.
about 10 years actually.
Because I never had no
Give or
Spotify.
take.
I never had no Spotify in 2013.
I'm guessing. I'm
I know that
assuming
much.
so. We
I
can
had it in
check
2014.
I never had no Apple. I know for a fact I never had none in 2013. I'll just say that for free.
I went to uni in
I
2014.
know that.
Maybe not. We could
I'm not saying it
we could
didn't
check.
exist.
Yeah.
I'm saying I didn't have one on my phone.
We can check.
I think it did, you know. I think you used to start about 2013. Because when I went to uni in 2014,
You had it.
I had Spotify.
Okay.
I did that.
What were you
Sure I
saying,
did.
Brent?
I just typed in. Sorry, Brent. When did Apple Music start? I just typed that in. 30th of June 2015.
Oh, well,
Okay,
that's
so
all good.
there we go then. Last 10 years. I'll take that. DSPs.
most
Yeah.
notable artificial intelligence.
Word.
What? Sorry? What?
Most notable inventions last 10 years.
Is AI?
No, you asked me what
Oh,
were
you're
me?
asking us.
I thought we were still on the DSP thing.
Oh, no, I thought you was checking to see if the DSP was 10 years or not.
Oh, is that what you asked me to do?
That's what I thought you was doing when I
No.
saw you.
What were you doing?
Yeah, what were you doing?
Sorry, I didn't do anything other than stare at my screen. So, did you see me move? Did I
Okay,
twitch?
okay, sorry.
Because you looked and then you went back. So
Yeah, so I thought you
So
was-
the assumption was you were.
No, I looked only when I turned around. When you asked me, my head was like this.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
So what,
Confusion.
you know the answer you gave, what was that?
That was his answer.
His
to what
answer's,
he believes is
AI.
the best invention.
That you
Oh,
can't
right.
live without Brent.
You can't live with that
You
bad.
can't live without Bard.
Alright.
Is that a question you asked?
That's the answer you
Just
gave.
one second. Let me quickly repeat.
This
Let me
is
check.
very
Let me
confusing.
let me check.
Then let me
Very
check.
quickly.
let me check the
What
music thing
invention could
Yeah.
be anything made by someone else, made in the last 10 years, could you not live without?
Going forward.
Brent's hooked on Bard.
Said bad.
Blockchain then.
Blockchain.
Yeah.
All right, see,
What?
that's
Yeah.
good. Blockchain.
Blockchain.
Oh, this is something else.
Just some crypto.
It was a
crypto
butt
stuff.
chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could take DSPs then. If
Blockchain, yeah?
Apple's,
Is that
if
what your
Apple,
mind is at?
Wait, I'm
if
checking.
Apple Music was made 2015, I'm
Yeah,
taking
where's
DSPs.
Let me check.
But Spotify was 2011.
Are you checking butt chains?
Nope.
Oh,
Piece of shit.
Yeah, Spotify started July 2011.
Yeah, but none of us had it though. Let's have it right.
I don't have it.
None of us
No,
had it.
no, in 2011.
No, in 2011. Let's have it right. So I'm taking that one. I'm taking
Go
Spotify.
on, take it.
Because I need that.
Okay. I need that.
I need music. I
No,
need
because
it.
really and truly, what else has been invented in the last 10 years?
I'm gonna go with Apple Watch.
Okay.
With Apple Watch.
Can't live without, yeah? Use it. My
I can,
brothers
I can
do-
live without it, but
My
in the
brothers
last
do
10
like
years,
groups on it and like fitness groups and check each other's and beef each other's.
when I first got it, I done that, but not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you ain't done your steps. You ain't running all that
I don't
stuff.
ever like ask anyone about their shit, but I'll look and see.
Who's doing what?
Yeah, but I don't do it no more. When I first got it, I used to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't think of anything besides Apple Watch, AirPods. What they called AirPods? AirPods.
AirPods.
Brent,
Air-
can you Google something for me quickly? Don't need to see it on the screen or anything, but you could just give me a quick run off. Notable inventions in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably the best thing to do.
That is-
Because 10 years is too much of a short.
10 years
It's
is
so short.
tiny.
It was the
Yeah,
other
it's
day,
too
you
short.
know?
It's the other day,
I don't
yeah.
think has there ever been anything that groundbreaking in the
No.
last 10 years?
I think this question should have been maybe 30 years, 20 years.
Or life in general.
Yeah.
Because I would have said my phone.
All right. Notable inventions in the last 10 years. Self-driving cars.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence.
That's
Pardon
you.
them.
3D printing.
So that's you.
Sorry, what?
3D
3D.
Printing.
3D printing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Virtual reality.
Okay.
I
Why
wanna
is
be
it
one of
virtually
those.
what? Gaming.
Nah, just virtual reality.
I want one of those. You know the headsets?
Yeah, I use
I
one of
got
them.
one.
And I go on and walk in my living room.
Yeah, I got one. I thought I would use it way more than I do. What a waste of money.
Electric vehicles, drones, wearable devices.
See, some people say drones, depending on what interest, depending on what
What you do.
industry you're in or something.
Yeah.
A drone
Wedding
could be
photographers
helpful.
and videographers would
Them
say
people,
drone.
the drones, that's their
I
life.
love a drone.
Love it.
Damn.
At one point, if you was the director, boy, you not shooting the music video,
Mate.
but a drone.
You ain't levels.
These man they run out of ideas. They just, every music video, drone shot. It's like, Gilly,
Yeah, no,
We get it.
we get it. So everybody's got their drones in their yard. I ain't seen a
Wait
drone.
to get out.
I ain't seen a drone shot in a video in ages, blood.
That is too funny.
Okay, so what did you say? None of them you
Is
can't
that
live
it?
without. There was some good stuff. Self-driving cars, but none of them I don't think live without. Self-driving cars, AI, VR. What did you say?
you said.
There was nothing.
There was nothing.
if we
I
do
don't
a-
think there's anything that we use here. No
Yeah.
one here's got electric car. Sorry, self-driving car.
Okay, then so let's just open it up then. What invention?
All-time invention.
What's your all-time?
Mine is Google.
Okay.
I'm going to Google, like I Google everything. If I need to find a pharmacy, if I need to find a recipe, anything, I can't imagine not having Google. It's wild.
What's your all-time invention?
Search engines is a good one. All time, but if it's all time, I gotta think. Like I don't know, like the wheel. You know what I'm trying to say? Like all time.
all time.
No, I'll go simple, like a gaming console. I was thinking about it the
Yeah,
other
man.
day because I stopped gaming and I kind of started again recently. I started playing like my computer again and
Yeah.
I got a PS5 and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I think about it in the long run, like since it started, I had some good days
Playing games.
playing games on that computer, man. That
You're right,
gaming
you know.
system, is not a joke. And if you cross it across the board, PlayStation, N64, that entertainment was.
Sometimes I catch myself just reminiscing about gaming.
Yeah,
Like back in the
had
day.
some good
Yeah.
days on that. That could be
Some
top
good times,
tier.
some good
That could be a
times.
top tier invention still.
What was your favorite gaming era? Or I guess your favorite console and era you had on that console?
PlayStation's been so long, yeah, that it's hard to look past it, yeah, because when I got into online gaming and
Yeah.
like the first reiterations of COD and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the world connecting,
Yeah.
that was lit.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
You play computer in your yard,
Yeah.
with your brethren.
Yeah.
If they have to come to your house.
Yeah.
And once the world opened up and we actually got into online gamings and
Yeah.
sitting in chat rooms
Yeah.
and learning how it works,
Yeah.
that was very, very cold.
Okay.
Yeah, just a different experience. It just opened up. It just changed everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man's
Yeah.
made friends off computer now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But N64 days and
That was your
GoldenEye, Mario Karts, some of these, even the older ones, Double Dragon and that. Some of them old school games that back in
Yeah.
the day, was you kids ain't gonna know nothing about.
Yeah.
Was lit.
I reckon my best era was probably PS2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, PS2 days. PS2 days.
What's PS2? The black one.
Yeah, the big, the rectangle black one, and it has a little bit at the bottom drops off.
So PS3's got the black with the round top.
Yeah,
innit?
PS3 was more rounded. PS2 was like literally a block.
I think it's PS3 for me then, you know.
Okay.
At the PlayStation eras.
Yeah.
That round one, because that would be the online. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah. PS3 is when they went online.
online there, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was too much fun.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto and all that.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, oh God, all these things.
Vice City, San Andreas. All
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I
Too
think
much.
I think my best days, like in terms of me just having fun, was PS2 days. But what was your first ever game console? Like first. Like, mine's Asian, so I'll say after you.
Yours is Atari, right?
Nah, mine's Amstrad.
Ooh, you went there, boy.
Adding sugar on them, man.
I think I could have had an Atari
And
or
Amstrad.
Sega. The Sega come out before the Mega Drive, right?
I'm not sure which one came first. You know.
There's the Sega console, then the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
The Sega come out first. Those were the 3 games. Alex the Kid in that. You
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah, I remember.
You don't even need to have a cartridge, but it's got the game built in.
I remember all of that.
Sorry, we got.
No, do you know what I was actually thinking? It's so funny how gaming is different for men and women. Because
Yeah.
I had a Nintendo DS. And I loved it. That was, it's so interesting how it's so different for men and women.
Gaming serious. I even trying to explain to people that you're not gonna shame me into like thinking that like man's age. Are you too old? You still get no.
Yeah.
Like it's different. It's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
We're up in
yeah.
a different era. I know
Yeah.
technology and thing. Like this is entertainment as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. I'm allowed to release wherever I. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't shame me for playing FIFA now. I'll play FIFA till I'm 50 if I'm good enough.
It's like my interest in gaming
I'm
just
good enough.
literally
No, if I still got it.
fell off the cliff Like 2011 was the last time I ever played games.
Okay.
It just felt my interest just fell just in the gutter.
Nah, lockdown done it for me.
I ain't
And
touched the computer game since 2011.
I was a serial gamer. And lockdown, I just.
That was the time to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was annoying me. So I'd wake up and these men would be in the chats, yeah, and they'll be in the chat all day. 'Cause remember, there's nothing to do.
Nothing to
Yeah.
do.
From the morning to the night.
No, you thinking these lazy people.
After
Lockdown.
3, 4, 5 days of that shit,
Yeah.
I can't do it. I ain't sitting there with you, man. This is crazy.
It was so funny though,
What?
because back then that's when they were lying to us that it was only going to be 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah,
even know
yeah.
it was going to be months.
I didn't know, but I was just like, I can't do this. I can't just sit in there all day. This seems crazy to me. I don't know. I don't even know why it felt like that either. But I was just like, I can't sit in there all day. So I just stopped going on there.
Maybe because you were doing it as something, like when you go out to work and do whatever, it's a little distraction. But when that's now all you have,
Yeah, I'm like, this ain't my story, man. I can't just sit here all day and do this. Like,
I might get a console again, you know? Because when I think about the feeling that's like, you know, when you're a kid, like you literally zone out. You're just in the game.
yeah, because you start reading a book or something. You're having like an
Yeah.
imagination. You got characters. You make up characters. You're pretending that these people are real.
I took
and
my
you're
Sims
going
life
on your
very
journeys and that.
seriously.
No, it's serious
I
stuff.
like to wake up. The first thing I do in the morning when I was a kid was wake up and
Yeah.
turn on my console. Literally the first thing.
And you have a bowl of cereal.
First thing in the
That
morning.
felt
Turn it
good.
on. Start banging out the games.
I'm going to look into getting Sims again. Because I took that.
Ain't you seen what
that
they're doing? Ain't you seen what they're doing with The Sims now?
Yeah, they've got BBLs and stuff.
They're doing foolishness with The Sims.
Mad.
I don't even know how come they made that option in the game.
They're in situationships. They're
Well,
cheating. It's ridiculous. How are you talking about you? Like, I saw someone's sim, yeah, she got surgery and she's got like 5 recovery days. Like, she's got to recover. What? It's ridiculous.
people are bored. I've never had Sims.
Like, intentionally, like, ridiculously. The Sims back in the day was so lit, man. And there were some games where basically if you don't go on it in a day, it's like, it's obviously a fake life, but your Sims life is affected. So you
Okay,
really
yeah.
got to check in and do what you need to do that day. I can't remember what game it was, but say like I didn't go on my Nintendo for like 2 days. When I come back, the bitch lost her job.
No way.
I've got to find a new job because I had things to do in the real world. I might get it again. That was actually fun. It was a good time.
That's funny. All right, I'll get through the rest of these questions. When do you feel the most creative?
When do I feel the most creative? When I'm sitting on the toilet. Maybe.
I was gonna ask, is that what that meant? Like, when do I get my most creative ideas? Mine's in the shower. I get sick ideas in the shower.
I used to make a lot of music in the shower.
Did you have one of
I
them?
used to come out of the
mics
shower
in there?
with verses.
You have a mic in
Nah,
it?
just in my head. I'm
The
saying.
mic in the shower.
I used to
I've
come
seen
out.
that before. Like you got.
Yeah,
a little-
Really?
something like that.
yeah.
But yeah,
What
I
do
used,
you
to, I used to come out of the shower with just verses and hooks and stuff like normal. I've come out of the shower with whole songs before.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, you hit me.
Yeah.
I don't
Shit
know
is
why.
fire.
That shit's hot.
I think there's a connection with water, submersion, and your brain firing off.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know one thing that I realized is
I'm telling you.
oh there is.
Yeah.
Oh okay then.
Yeah.
Oh
So when it is you nearly drunk, you see God.
yeah. Oh,
So
okay
you nearly
then.
drown, you see God.
Yeah.
You could drown yourself, make a banger.
But that's, can you imagine that you die, you can't even do anything with it?
You know what I
Crazy.
found? Yeah, drugs seriously help creativity. Like it's not a,
It's not a myth.
it's not a myth.
What type of drugs, please?
Most drugs, I think. I haven't experienced all of them, but I would assume most drugs would have similar effects. But for me, when I stopped smoking weed for about 2 years, yeah, and I stopped smoking weed, and it will coincide with me not making music and stuff as well. Like you know what I'm trying to say, like, and I don't have urges
Yeah.
to make music. You know what I'm trying to say, like, I don't whatever. I remember there's a few times when I started without that, I go to the studio and I would smoke. Like while I was quitting, I might have a little smoke with someone or something like that and get high.
Yeah.
And then hear music and wanna rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like wanna start putting words together and boom, boom. And I know that's a direct correlation to the weed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say? Like, and I've also seen it from when I've taken myself like off it and not having it.
Yeah.
And then smoking it. And for like production, like creative, like coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
Where I think I'll start writing stuff down because I'm in a different frame of mind.
Yeah.
You get me? I feel like when I smoke weed, creatively, I pick up on things more like stupid things, saying that my sense of humor more sharper.
Yeah.
Like if I'm watching something, I'll critique it in different ways.
Yeah.
Ways that I would that I would miss if I was just.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably at my most creative when I'm high.
Nah, I can attest to that a little bit. You know what I mean? I definitely agree with that. Do you feel like some people smoking weed or just even whatever their vice is, it helps them even just have the confidence to say some of these creative things that people might, or they may feel like people might think are weird.
Yeah, that too. But
I
sometimes
mean-
it's like it will unlock stuff. It'll make you safe. I wouldn't have said this if I wouldn't have went there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have went there. I wouldn't have said that word. I wouldn't have went there if I weren't
If you weren't
intoxicated.
inebriated.
You get me?
Yeah.
So I think it definitely helps. That's definitely one. When do you feel most creative, Brent?
Definitely first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up.
That's why you got a morning show.
Period.
Yeah.
It's a word.
Teeming with ideation first thing in the morning. I feel alive. Like I just want to just.
I wish I had that word. I am the opposite. I'm
Not a morning person.
Nah, I'm my best in the evening, man. Evening, afternoon, even nighttime.
Really?
In the morning, I'm like 20% of the person I am in the evening.
No, I don't. I don't mind. It just depends on. It just depends on just how I feel.
If you record this
It's
show,
about, it's about preparation for me.
if you record this show in the evening, I'll be a completely different person.
Okay. Yeah, it's about preparation. If I'm well rested,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
You get me? My problem is when I'm not. You know what I'm trying to say? Because
okay.
I don't know how people that I can power through. I'm not saying that, yeah, but
But you can't. I feel like you can't run on it permanently. Like this can't be your norm. Is that what you mean?
yeah, not like I can't pretend. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
So when I'm not focused, I'm not focused. Like
Yeah.
when I'm not engaged, I'm not engaged. It's just so
Yeah.
it's back. So I need to be able to. I can't pretend. I can't even just waking up and if I'm not right, I'm not right. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why I need to make sure I get to sleep the night before and boom, 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 boom. Because
That's
it's
interesting. Because you know what my brain does here? Like, I might not be in a great place or I might be really tired, like had 30 minutes sleep or whatever. But once I get where it is I'm meant to be doing something, my brain switches on for that. But as soon as I'm done with that,
You're back to.
I dip back. And I'm like, oof. Do you know what I mean? It's very weird.
yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if it's a defeat. It's like I don't know if I'm making an excuse for myself, but sometimes it's like I know how I feel. If that makes sense.
I
And some
know.
people might be like, "Oh no, you can try, you can very," and I'm like, "Nah, like I know myself. Like when I'm good, I'm good." You know what I'm trying to say? Like
will know it.
Yeah, like and right now,
Yeah.
it's not.
But you know, I don't know. That's so interesting. I'm gonna think about that deeper, like how it is I'm able to do what I do. Because really and truly, it's like it's weird because I wouldn't think about it for the duration of which I'm doing what I'm doing, but as soon as that thing is done, it's like the other person comes back.
That's mad.
Give an alter ego. Love it.
Okay. How do you nourish and encourage your own creativity?
Nourish and encourage. I guess engaging in conversation, listening to new things, watching new things, exploring different, I don't know what the word is, different things.
Yeah. Mine's the same.
Yeah, just exploring different things.
I feel like because you can get inspiration from anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say. I don't think I go out of my way to nourish it, but I do take in a lot of media, like music,
Yeah.
content, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think also sometimes just sitting with whatever it is I'm thinking about. If that makes sense. That's why I like silence and like peace of mind and like walks and stuff like that because it gives me like a proper clear head. I think I would say that's one of my ways as well. Clearing my head.
All right.
But is it intentional?
Clearing my head.
No, as in trying to nourish your creativity. Because I don't feel like mine's intentional. Mine is just like I'll watch a piece of content, or for example, I'll see an album roll out, and naturally I'll dissect it, analyze it, and kind of paint the picture of how I would have done it myself. And that's just what I do just normally.
I think mine's intentional to nourish things. I want to learn. I want to learn to improve. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like talking to people more experienced than me in things I've never done before.
Yeah.
Smarter than me. Interesting people, just full stop. That keeps me like sparking internally.
I need to be. I need to have conversations. I don't really enjoy conversations where I'm the smartest person on the phone call.
It's hard for you to find people like that. Yeah.
Huh?
It's hard for you to find people that bit smarter than you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I don't enjoy the conversations
Wait, I'm the smartest.
Well,
but
I'm the
he's-
smartest on the phone call.
Oh,
You're funny.
That's what I'm saying. I prefer to be able to garner the knowledge.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I always want to learn. I
Yeah.
always want to.
You don't want to be the one to carry it all the time. Heavy is the head, they say.
but you spend a lot of time talking to your brethren, right?
Okay.
The thing is, I knew there was a joke brewing. I was just waiting for him to
a lot of time.
Yeah, what's that mean?
Just never mind.
Doesn't mean I enjoy it. I
Then do
don't,
with that what you will.
Yeah.
doesn't mean I enjoy it.
I don't think it's you he's fucking jabs at. I think it's...
No, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. But I'm just saying there's facts.
That's so dumb. It's facts.
It doesn't mean I enjoy it, man.
Said his work,
But you
baby.
said that you can't fake things.
What do you mean?
You said you can't fake things, right?
Yeah.
So when it is you spend a lot of time talking to your brethren that are duller than you,
No, when I say I don't enjoy it, I mean because I don't mind trivial stuff. So it's just trivial conversation. It's not. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about something that I would always prefer to be able to learn, innit? You know what I'm trying to say?
any one of your brethren listening, I'm
They-
not talking about your.
They would. It
All
would be,
of you are
it would
smarter
be
than
all of them. Everybody that I know, they know I'm the smartest man on the phone when we're talking. Come on, man. Let's have it right. With one or two, it's few people. One hand.
One hand.
Damn.
That's 5 fingers on one hand.
That's 5 people. Listen, they say less is more, man. There's plenty of us.
All right.
Is your creativity more escapism or therapy, or is it more like business or a way to earn a living? And if it's not either or, what percentage would you give each side?
That's interesting.
I think.
I would say
All of the above for me.
Yeah, I would say, I think all of them, you know.
Yeah, but which one weighs heavier?
I think when I had my own podcast, it was a form of therapy.
Okay.
But because I don't have that anymore.
Is this
I
a
just
form
do
of
actual
therapy for you?
Therapy. No.
No, it's a different type of...
It's a form of anger. I'm joking. No,
No, but this is different. It's not the same type of
it's
environment.
not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because this is a different show.
Yeah, and it's,
Different concept too.
it's structured.
Yeah. So no, this isn't a form of therapy for me. So I think my therapy is now, I've found my therapy in other
It's a
ways.
form of anger.
no, creating content
Triggering.
and podding and
Form of
that
frustration.
ain't therapeutic for me.
What's that?
Creating content, podding and all that, it's not therapeutic. Not for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's therapeutic.
I don't
for me.
believe, especially if I compared the creative industries, music would have been more.
That probably would have been your therapy.
Yeah, it would have been more therapeutic than podding. And obviously, there's a different form of expression, different ways to express yourself. But
But when it comes to podding, does it matter what the actual conversation is? So certain conversations could be therapeutic, whereas some may not be.
I suppose in the moment you can have a deep conversation and whatnot. But like the whole, just the way man see the content, it's not going into it as a therapeutic.
Yeah.
Obviously, even and not every song you make is going to be therapeutic, but
Yeah.
at every given time when you make a single song by yourself, you've got a chance to express yourself and get something
Yeah.
off your chest, that
Yeah.
whether it be positive, negative, whatever. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I suppose you can do that every time you sit down on a podcast, but it depends on what kind of, like I say, what kind of conversation you're having.
Yeah.
It could be just trivial, light-hearted stuff. It might not think like that. You might not see every time you sit on this camera as an opportunity to get your shit off.
Yeah,
like
of
that. You
course.
could just be taking part in the conversation.
But you know, like even it being a form of therapy can also be if it's like it's actually that's one of the options you gave. It being escapism, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
feel like that's a form of therapy as well. So you got a lot going on, and then you're sitting down with your friends, and
Yeah.
you're just gisting.
Yeah.
For the period that you are doing that distracts you from. Maybe this is a form of therapy then, because sometimes it is an escape from things I need to be dealing with.
Would your
just a-
therapist like encourage that? You
Listen,
keep running away from your
listen. She might find me soon. Because I keep running. I'm like, I'm making progress. She's like, because you haven't addressed it. That's what you think you are.
So escapism is the act of avoiding reality
Yeah.
by engaging
My
in
therapist will
fantasy or
be-
wishful thinking.
But even then,
Yeah,
I
she's not
wouldn't.
trying to hear that.
I wouldn't actually look at this and say this is like escapism. If we come here and for the hours that we're here in the morning, we get to not think about nothing else, just what we're here and what we're doing, and it takes our mind off it. I just think that's a byproduct of the show,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, to be fair, 'cause there's some things that I could be doing what I'm doing. I'm still thinking about what's weighing me down. So that is true, actually.
Yeah, I don't see this as escapism, or I would probably look at it more as like business way to earn a living, grow, and that.
That's what I was gonna say, because all of that. That's why I'm all of them. Because I think even with my podcast, as much as it was therapy sometimes and whatever else, I'm just always still career, job, work, business focused.
Yeah, I guess if you're not mentally free in that moment when you're being creative or creating, then you're not really escaping whatever it is you're trying to escape, because you're still presently thinking about it. It's still in your mind.
But if it's how you set up, like say like your podcast, if you set it up and you do one every week, and that sole purpose is it brings you peace.
Yeah.
Like, you look forward to going there every week, and when you're there, you don't think of nothing. Then that would be escapism.
Yeah,
Obviously,
of course.
you don't see yours.
Yeah,
like
but
that,
if you don't, so just say I was frustrated before I came here, forgot about my woes for 2-3 hours, and I was just blissful, engaged and whatever. And then I left, and then it came back again. Those 2 to 3 hours was my escapism, and I'm back to reality.
That's interesting. Yeah, my podcast was not escapism. It was more therapy. And this is more escapism, I would say. Because, I mean, how am I escaping if I'm talking about the problems on the podcast? I'm hashing it out.
Yeah, I think escapism is being away from your problems. Whereas therapy is dealing with your problems in real time. Right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then, so listen to this. Does your creativity or your content creation depend on having the eyes and ears of the masses? So we said EG, sorry, because Gina's not here. Gina, would you still make gym content if your following could never grow and you only had 100 followers? And same question to you, Margs, with your music and your podcasting. Yeah, I'm an egocentric. I'm egocentric. You get what I'm trying to say? If no one didn't like what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing this shit. That's like,
that's actually very real.
huh?
Shouted into the abyss.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's
if no one
very real.
didn't, I told you so. I got into rapping because people told me I was good.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I never had, because we never had no references.
Yeah.
It's just me watching their reaction and listening to what people saying, and so many people saying it, and then it's like, all right, they're telling the truth. They're onto something.
Yeah.
And then I can start to, you know what I'm trying to say? People, me going on 3 shots, going on half cast, and people jumping in the comments. You should do a podcast.
Yeah.
You should do a pod. You'll be good at this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what let's see what's going on. I try my podcast. You come, you support me, you follow it.
Yeah.
People like it. All right, cool. I wouldn't be doing this if nah, that's not my story.
Not my story.
Not my story at all. I'm not here for the passion and all this. Nah.
This kumbaya shit.
Yeah, that's
To
not
get
me.
paid.
No. If no one wasn't rocking with me, I'll be gone. I'll be gone.
That's real. That's very real.
No, facts.
That's very, very
I can't
real.
do this shit, man. I can't take it. I hate
That is very
rejection.
real. So you hate rejection? You're so dumb.
Is there anything creative you do that nobody knows about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if I could be louder about things I've had hands in producing and that content that's out there that I've had hands in behind the scenes and that I do behind the scenes. Maybe my production stuff I'm not as vocal about, or people ain't aware that I do it. So probably that. You get me? How much value do you place on your creativity?
Oh, you didn't go around the room for the rest of them, nah? Just you.
Well, he said me and Gina, and I would assume that was because we had the bigger following. So I thought,
You even know the question.
would you
Is it
still do it
creativity
if you never
concept?
if you never had the follow if you never had the following?
No, it wasn't a question. It was an example. He put there.
Hmm?
It was
Yeah,
an
it was just
example.
an
Yeah,
example.
that was an example.
For those who may not have understood it.
Okay,
So
but
he
then
specifically put you and Gina in there. So I'm just saying.
yeah, but I thought it's because the
Nope.
examples
No,
real life.
no,
Okay, so then you have to do hypotheticals.
100%.
Go off.
First of all, why has it got to be hypothetical?
I don't understand.
You don't know what I've got going on in my life.
He wants to shade.
Hmm?
He wants to what?
He wants to shade.
How is that shade?
Does your creativity, content creation, depend on having the eyes and ears of the masses? So that question is to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's not specific to you and Gina. just because you guys have more followers.
So the example,
Yeah, because you got a lot of masses.
You know what I mean?
yeah. So he put because we got the examples there for it to thing. I thought it was for us.
When you speak to people on the phone, is it people who are smarter than you or less smart than you?
Both.
Okay, I think you need to go to the more smart side, please, sir.
That'll do it.
I don't know where.
Esther,
Yes.
in creating content, if you never got any views, any feedback, any comments, any engagement, would that affect your enthusiasm and your desire to create content?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a part of being creative is having people appreciate your art.
Yeah. Because,
yeah.
because then what am I creating it for?
Yeah.
I could just do like my own private vlogs and private diary. Do you know what I mean?
Is there anything that
What's
you
the
can
word called that? It's gratification.
Yeah.
Self-gratification.
Not self. You want gratification? Is
Yeah.
it gratification? Is the
I
word?
think
Is that the word?
gratification.
I think a part of creating is having other people appreciate what you've
What
created.
you created, yeah.
And if you don't get that appreciation, that validation,
Yeah.
then it might take away from the desire for you to actually do it.
Come-
Because
yeah.
like, what's the point then? If I'm the only one who likes this, then
Because
You
as
gotta
much as you
think
create
it-
for yourself, you create for other people.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a musician. If you're a musician, you create music. You create music for others. You want them to like it, to buy it,
Yeah.
to purchase it, to stream
But
it.
if
So
nobody...
if no one likes it, then it's like you're not just making the music for you to bump in your house by
How
yourself.
there's bare musicians that are true to their sound and they're not being and they're not compromised and they don't care about. They're
No, but they
making,
still have like one or two people that say to them, "Oh, this is good." But if you have nobody,
I'm talking
Not
about.
a
I'm talking about
damn
not a
person.
damn person.
Never
if
your
you've got,
mum.
if you've got a small little following, a couple thousand, then that
yeah,
might
that's
be
fine.
cool
That
for
would
you.
be, that keeps you going. But
You know what I
you've
mean?
got nothing. Not even your mum. And you know, your mum's left support everything.
There's a
I
lot
feel
of
like it
people.
would make me think, am I that creative?
I think creatives and musicians. I think that might be the. I don't know if that's probably one of the only industry that it happens, but them same people that you're referring to, they're still there.
Yeah.
There's people that's got that faith, that hot fire, that
Yeah.
and no one else believes it, but
Yeah.
they are the hottest,
Yeah.
and those people exist.
Yeah. I think there's also creatives who, if you're looking at percentage-wise, they probably create more for themselves than to showcase their art. I reckon maybe like, I don't know, people who know how to draw, artists, they may paint. It might be a form of therapy for them to paint. They may care if people like it, but the propensity that is the weight of it pleasing them and fulfilling them is more than the weight of it being, loved by the public. You know what I'm trying to say? I know people that are dope at drawing, but they don't really showcase it. They don't really care to. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's like Iman in
Who?
the chat. Iman, a painter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's part of the community. Like, she don't really care for
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
If it is, it affects her creativity. Like, more people getting up. She's right, I'm stopping this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is she dope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I reckon there's probably creatives who don't even want their art to be seen because they don't want it to be critiqued. Like, they'd rather just create, love it themselves, as opposed to now it's being critiqued, it's being
Yeah,
scrutinized.
yeah.
Now there's a black cloud over what you've created now. There's questions, there's whatever.
That feels a bit sad.
But you know, I like
Man.
when musicians get to that point though.
When they,
When they start creating things that they want to do and not because they want to chart or not because they've
Yeah.
been told to do. They start to create things that they actually like.
Yeah.
And again, that mindset of, well, if you like it, that's a bonus. But if you don't like it, I like it.
yeah.
That is actually sad. And obviously, it's each to their own. And whatever works for you, that's cool. But imagine there's a gallery somewhere in someone's yard or an album in someone's studio that this person created and made and all that. Yeah, obviously because they wanted to express themselves. And it's absolutely dope. Might be the coldest thing we've ever heard right now or never seen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to touch the world because there's
The fear of being criticized.
Yeah, but
that's
who is it?
sad.
Who's it sad for though?
The person, because
but-
you're
You
creative.
think so?
Yeah, but
because
that-
even though you're getting what you're getting from it, and you made it for yourself, and you can walk
Yeah.
into your room and look at your part at the end of the day. Like I tell you all the time, when something's good, you got to share it, man. Creativity for the world, we need to hear this and see this. It is sad and the only reason why it's here is because of your own self doubt and you're scared as well. Because if it came out, we would love it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It is
But that's
the
thing,
concept
though,
of it is
it's a
sad,
gamble. I don't know y'all gonna love it. And I don't think I want to take that risk.
and that's why it's sad as well, man. Don't be scared, man.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
I hear it. If your desire is for it to be heard and you're just
Yeah,
anxious
just
about
assume
it, then that's
yeah.
sad. But if you don't care, then
And it's
thought that we were
hypothetical.
speaking to
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad because everybody's losing. Because obviously we don't know in it, and it's hypothetical. We're making up here. But imagine the best thing we've never heard yet.
I do
Sitting in the room somewhere,
Yeah.
and we're never
But I
gonna
do
get it.
believe that is the
Do you know
case,
what I mean?
though. I actually feel like that is the case. It's one of the best things you haven't seen or heard and probably will never
Yeah.
will. are sat in people's houses.
Yeah, and, sad, man.
Brian, quick question for you. When you first started making beats, were you ever apprehensive about playing your sounds to people in case they didn't like it or whatever?
When I first started,
Yeah.
no, I was excited to basically hear their
Opinions.
feedback. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think that's ever changed with me.
Yeah.
I probably, because I make so many different renditions or iterations of a track, just so that when I present it to somebody,
Yeah.
they know, all right, this could be like this way, but it could also be like this way. I know that when I present it to them, it might be the fifth or the sixth one that tells them, oh my goodness, this is wavy, and then they kind of understand.
Yeah.
But no, I've always been excited to basically
Okay.
get critiqued and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. And you? Like your first bar, your first freestyle, did you feel a bit apprehensive about spitting it? Or were you just always confident from the start?
Yeah, I've just the first ones probably would have been, but
Not really?
yeah, no, and you would, because it's something new. I can't like take myself back to the feeling, if that makes sense. But just I would assume I would have, but I've been confident.
All right, I think this might be a better question then. Did it take you long to actually spit your first bar? So was there a period of time where you were rapping for yourself, writing bars to yourself without anyone knowing, and there was a period between you actually rapping and actually rapping for other people? Was there like a little space in between?
No,
Nah.
I can't remember.
So you went straight from pen to studio?
Yeah, because we used to do like MCing a bit. We used to do MCing and grammar stuff in it.
Yeah.
So I was spitting like gram stuff. So when I've made the transition to rapping,
Yeah.
there's no hiding the man. Like I can't even think what that would have looked like once I said I was doing it. I remember they booked out a studio and we went down to the studio and that. Yeah, I think it just would have been a smooth transition. Like I said, that first time spitting anything is gonna feel like that. But once you realise people like you,
then that fear's gone.
you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because it's just like, again, when you're doing something new, it's different, innit? So you've only heard one verse from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, they're saying this is the craziest thing I ever heard, innit?
Yeah.
But it's like you still don't know, innit? And I don't know what's good, I don't know what's bad. Once they've heard 15 verses, and they act in the same way like they heard the first one, then I realise, oh, I can say anything.
Yeah, I get you.
They just like what I say. Does that make sense? Because I'm there thinking, oh, this looks better than this looks better, but they rocking with everything.
Yeah.
So now there's no. They just like what I say and how I say it. So now I can say anything. So then now once I start spitting, I'm not worried because I just know if I just do my thing.
Yeah, confidence there now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I just do my thing and just you are gonna rate it because you like my rhyming patterns. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So I just need to just go off.
Yeah, I hear you.
You get me? So once you hit that point, the confidence is there.
Yeah.
You don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You'd probably just be more surprised when people don't rate it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like you drop something, the man ain't going crazy, and
You're like, right, what going for you, lot?
yeah, what? You been listening properly today, or what? What's going on? Yeah.
Esther, what about your first ever episode of your pod? Did you feel a bit apprehensive about releasing it?
Yeah. Do you know what's weird? When I went into podcasting, it was something like fun to do with my friend. And people say like the industry makes you corrupt.
Yeah.
I didn't care about like gratification. I didn't care so much about gratification from other people until I was in it for longer.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of part of what took my joy from doing it, to be fair.
I hear that.
But yeah. What about you?
Not really. No. When we first recorded our first episode and I listened to it back, I thought, right, this sounds dope. I was rating myself.
Yeah. Well, especially when you listen to like years back, you're thinking, oh.
Yeah, so I was excited for it to
go out. Yeah.
I didn't feel apprehensive at all.
Yeah, same. I was actually, I feel like the longer I spent in the industry, that's when like it's a whole bunch of spirits that are flying around.
I think I've only ever felt apprehensive about an episode if I felt like I've overshared too much. That's when I feel like,
oh my God, yes.
Like, cool, Brent, to tell them to cut that out. Like, that's it.
I can't remember what it was I was talking about, but I remember there was an episode, and when I kept going back and like I was thinking about it in my sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember messaged Georgette, and I was like, I don't think I want that
Yeah.
out. But then because I'm trying to challenge myself to talk about sex, I was just like, oh, like it literally made me so uncomfortable
Yeah.
that I had shared so much, and I just felt like, oh my gosh, my bum is out.
Nah. There've been times when I've left here and for like 2 days straight, I'm thinking, do I want this episode to come out this
yeah.
way? Do I need to change
Is this
this?
too
Take
much?
that out? Have I said too much? Have I been too vulnerable in this moment?
Well, it's funny though, because those are the ones people like the most.
I know, that's the thing. And then you get the feedback of it.
And I'm like,
And
okay.
it's like, okay, cool.
But I still feel how I feel though. I'm still like, I don't know if I wanted to let you in like that.
Yeah, for me, after a while, the feeling goes. I only get the feeling a few days after we record. And then it goes for me. It goes for me.
Yeah. So weird.
All right.
So when do y'all give up after? When do y'all stop pursuing your creative outlet? If you're not getting the feedback or the gratification from people liking it or subscribing to it?
I think it depends for me. If I'm being a full-time creative and this is my bread and butter and I'm not getting what I want out of it, then at a certain point I'll stop. But if I'm doing creative stuff on the side of what I'm doing for my bread and butter, I'll never stop. Because for me, I find it fun. It's like a hobby. I don't have to look at it like a job. It's my hobby, something I do for fun. It's like an escapism, whatever. So it depends on if this is my full-time bread and butter or it's just my side hustle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Margs, like, if you didn't have all these people liking your music, if it is that you weren't seen in the scene as the front runner for this particular wave, would you have stopped? I know you said you stopped because you weren't feeling like that anymore. The stuff you're rapping about, you couldn't get into that particular bag anymore.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Would I have stopped if I wasn't
Getting the acclaim that you were getting?
No, maybe not, because when we started, it was a new industry, so there wasn't none of this. So I just would have took whatever role I had in it, wherever my place would have been in it. If I wasn't at the forefront of it, if I was just
Say that again.
if I wasn't at the forefront.
Talk out the things, bro.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, because there's nothing to compare it to, innit? We're just all out in the world, just doing whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing, innit?
Yeah.
So whatever I would have been, I would have had to take. I don't think I would have stopped. It's not until after where you learn, and then there's a fan base, and everybody's got fan bases, and then people's got accolades, and then this man's got views, and this one's got sales, and then now there's a competition to compare it to that in it. So then maybe you can look there and be like, oh, if I'm not doing this, if I'm not doing that. But initially, I don't think it just would have been what it was.
Are there times when you kind of doubt what you're doing, and having second thoughts about it, and then if so, what kind of re-energizes you and re-motivates you?
What, when I was making music?
No, just in general. Like, I'll give you an example. For me, when I'm like doubting that I want to do this anymore, what reignites my flame is when people approach me on the street and help me up. Tell me they love what I do, they appreciate it, or they have related to a story I've told, and we just chat about it, whatever. When I get that love, I'm like, you know what?
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
That's what kind of, keeps me kind of motivated sometimes.
Yeah, I don't fall out. I don't fall out of love with what I do.
Okay.
Usually, for the most part, once I'm in something, I'm committed and I'm doing what I'm doing. The idea of
But how come you fell out of love with music?
Music, bare different things. Like I didn't believe I was gonna be allowed to get where I wanted to get.
On a black ball vibe.
Yeah, just being held back from certain opportunities and stuff. I just didn't believe. I didn't have the information, the knowledge about being independent and just doing it all yourself, and just, you get me? Man came up in a time when it was all about deals and stuff. So man was just looking towards something and chasing something that man didn't necessarily need to chase. You get me? I weren't educated like that. So there was bare stuff just thinking that it's not worth it. It's a waste of my time because I'm not being allowed to do certain things.
Yeah.
Then the whole my mindset changing and going through different things and not necessarily knowing if that's even what I actually want to do. There was bare things that what accumulated to me saying,
I'm done.
I'm done. You get me?
I hear that.
Like, but I feel like the motivation is like failure, if that makes sense.
The motivation is failure.
Yeah, the motivation to keep going, to keep thinking, and I don't want to stop because I feel like stopping is.
Yeah, but you are motivated though.
Huh?
What do you mean the motivation is failure?
The motivation to keep me going is failure. It's just I don't want to stop. Like I don't like if I don't. Man's put like all your eggs when you put all. There's no. Man ain't doing no plan Bs and all that.
I'm still trying. You feel like being motivated or having something.
You're saying like
that reignites you.
You're saying what reignites you, what keeps you going, whatever. It's that fear. What reignites me.
Okay, cool.
And what keeps me going is that fear of failure.
Sorry,
if I don't make it, I ain't. There's nothing. What else is there? Because if I don't make it, I don't make it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
I have to. There's no other. There's no other option. You get what I'm trying to say? That, and it's that fear of not getting there is what will keep man going. Will get man up every day because I understand it's all or nothing.
I hear that.
You know what I'm trying to say? That's probably what it is. I don't usually fall out of love like that with the things that I'm doing. And again, music, it wasn't like I just fell out of love with music. It's just I'm a logical thinker. You get me? And it's not even a case of once I got to past the point of my talents, I knew it's not about talent and all that. Once it started to get like politics and just all these other things, and I started to actually think like, rah, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah.
Then it was like, what am I keep trying for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like I might just stop and waste my time. And like again, it wasn't about talent. You get me? I've always thought I was good enough to do it, but that doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say? So once I realized, or not even realized, 'cause I could have been wrong, but once I started thinking, this ain't gonna work for me, I just left it. I'm gonna waste my time for.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it. All right, we move on to the next question.
Have we even got any more left?
How much value do you place on your creativity?
I don't know. Okay, so he's saying, can someone buy it from you? If someone wanted to take your creativity for £100,000, would you give it to them?
100,000? No.
1 million?
It's cheap.
Million?
No, it depends what it is and what that was going to create for me.
Well, whatever my goal is, I suppose you can take it, innit? Like the other day, I said I'd be comfortable being a £3-4 million man, innit? And I said I'd be happy doing that, innit?
With what?
Huh?
With what?
With anything. So I'm saying if I can reach my happiness limit, then maybe you can take it. £5 million.
So if someone came and
I don't need to create anymore because what I said I was happy with, I would be there, innit?
So I guess then you're doing this, one, to be creative and two, to make a living, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you were doing this, you'll work in this creative space for the next 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And you accumulated, let's put a random number here. Let's say in the next 30 to 40 years, you make 50 million.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Yeah. If someone said, I'll give you that 50 million today. To stop forever. Because I've gone to the future, I know how much you're going to make, and this is how much you're going to make. So then, if you stop now, then you've got the money. Would you stop or would you? Because remember, you're going to make 50 million, right? Or do you want it now, stop being a creative, or do you want to carry on creating and then make 50 million cumulatively through the years?
And you can't take the 50 million and then go and create somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's your creating days done.
Creating days are over.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, so then I think this speaks to more so...
I can still be an entrepreneur and stuff though,
Are
right?
you in it for the money more so, or are you in it to be a creative more so?
I can still be an entrepreneur though, right?
Yeah, you can still do business, but in terms of like what you're doing now, podcasting, shows, broadcasting, that's done. I'll take it. You take the money.
You take the money.
How about you, Estelle?
I'll secure that future, man. Because this is all in aid of. I just want the security. I just want to be cool. The means to get there and the vessel is what I've chose. My creativity, which is fine. But my goal is to be where I want to be. So it would be hard because obviously I enjoy what I do. Yeah. But if you could get the money today, stop creative, and then pivot into something else. Yeah, gone, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Because
I feel like with mine is not so much about the money.
Yeah.
it's more about impact and like purpose. And I will feel purposeless if I was just giving money and I'm just like, do you know what I mean? I feel like it'd be difficult to find another way to fulfill that purpose.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be able to do it like in business or something like that.
Okay.
I think I could, because I'll just start popping out babies and then just generational things and just start planning for
So
the
you ain't
future.
popping, you're planting the babies, you ain't popping shit out.
Same
That's
thing,
why.
man. But that's what I was, yeah, exactly. So just set up something to hand down to.
Yeah.
And then I've still got purpose it's just a new purpose now. You know what I'm trying to say? Now
It's a
I'm
new
just,
purpose.
yeah, now
I'm
I'm
a
just
breeder.
patterning, now I'm just patterning my empire. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm going to be the head of my empire. Let it trickle down, wherever it may be, however it looks. I'll still find some new purpose. I've still got purpose now. Now I'm ready to go. Let's go. Now I've got to build up my family now.
And you got a girl talking about, I'm killing Margs' daughter. That's what you want to hear. Margs' daughter.
I'm intrigued to know your answer.
That's not race your mum. You know they call her mum.
Yeah. It's mad.
You talk about the power. I'll get there. I get all these references. It's difficult for me because I understand Margs.
I mean, if you say yes, yeah,
I
we're
understand
gonna have to
Margs'
talk
take.
after her.
No, I'm intrigued to know his answer more than anyone else's.
I understand Marx's take because isn't this what it is we're all
In it
working
for.
towards? So
Yeah.
if you're given that particular number,
now.
whether it's 50 or whether it's 150, whether it's a billion,
Yeah.
then it should logically be a no-brainer for you.
Yeah.
Because this is what it is that you're chasing.
Yeah.
However, I don't know a life without me seeing creativity as my identity. And I feel as though doesn't matter how much money I get, I would feel like I'm walking dead. I'm a zombie
Okay.
with that money.
Yeah.
Because everything I've associated with me living or being alive has some aspect of creativity intertwined. So even though I get what Margs is saying, I don't think I have a price
Okay.
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah, but I could be happy with a business. If I had a successful business selling paper clips, if it was at the top of this thing,
The Dunder Mifflin.
I'm blue tack.
But I
Do you know what I mean?
I would feel as though you making that a successful business has a form of creativity / hustle in it, right?
Yeah.
You still need, your brain still needs to be,
That's why I asked if I could do entrepreneuring. So not front of camera.
Remove every aspect
Nah,
of your hustle.
that's
hustle
not
is
fair.
you.
That's not
No, but
fair.
No, but
that's
this
the question. This is it, though.
No, you don't say creativity.
be a
That's front of
sacrifice.
camera or behind camera. No, I'm sure be able to build a business.
That's too small. To say that you are no longer a broadcaster, anybody would just grab that
free
because
money.
you could go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Remove the
It's about-
aspect of you.
Yeah.
Well, I can't build a business. How am I even going to keep the money then? How am I even going to keep the? How am I
thing.
even going to maintain the money?
You can get 50 million.
That's the
at
thing.
a time.
Thing is, he has to do something to maintain this money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it can't be associated with creativity.
No. It has to be. If it's not a proper question, then it's useless me asking you the
So I'm
question.
saying take the money and just do nothing.
Put everything on the line because that's what the price is. It's removing every aspect of who you are. Whatever you're chasing right now, whatever you're using as tools to basically get where you're getting, remove that, and here's the money. That's what I was thinking. When is
That's
What,
why-
and just
that's why I
sit in the
answered the way I
yard
did.
and just sit in the yard
I
all
don't.
day.
That's
And
why
just
you have to
I
sit.
answered that way,
You can sit
yeah.
on the beach.
You could be touring
No,
the
but it's not
world.
realistic though for him.
Yeah, but
not
I need to do
anything
something.
ever. He has to do something, innit? Like he has to do something.
I need to do
Yeah,
something.
but you enjoy
man.
money. Traveling. That's what you're
Yeah,
doing
but
something.
forever.
Forever, ever.
When you say do something, what
Yeah.
did you have in mind when you asked the question?
Yeah.
Some other form of work that isn't creative.
Oh, because
As in, be a philanthropist. Just use your money to basically help others.
Like for example, create a business. The business doesn't have to be in the creative industry. It could be a very like selling paperclips. That's a very boring.
yeah, but he will have like.
This is what I'm saying.
but-
If I
but he
got
will
a
have, like,
factory,
fancy
I've
logo.
got a factory that makes
This
paper
is-
clips.
All right, so if
Like that's not sparking
if you were
creativity, is
to
it?
put that to me,
Yeah.
I would then say, all right, I will give up music, I will give this up, but I can then go on flipping, create a music label.
No, that's in the creative industry.
It's in the
That's
creative space.
All right, cool. I will go and build a school and have wavy courses and stuff in there.
Okay, fair play.
No, but
yeah.
That's still creative.
No, but you're trying to add creative
I'm
nuances.
telling you,
Wavy
what
yeah,
you're
courses.
doing-
you're
what
trying to
you're
add
doing-
creative nuances
Yeah,
though.
don't
Yeah,
add
but, you know
creative
what's messed up?
nuances.
But I think in you selling paper clips, you can be creative with that.
For your business to be successful, you
Yeah,
need to
you can be
deploy
creative
the
with that.
hustle. And that hustle is you're using creative means to basically do that.
Marketing.
Yeah,
I
and
guess-
even like
I
the
guess,
paper
I
clips,
guess.
you might not do a normal paper clip. You might have a Killy logo or something.
But for this question to make sense, it needs to remove every aspect of that
Yeah.
because I'm giving you
I
everything.
can't not do.
that
I
you
Because-
can't.
no,
I can't. I
basically,
can't
yeah.
not do nothing.
Then you're saying
'Cause the
no.
way
That's your response. No.
the way I
You don't
interpreted
have
the
a
question,
right.
yeah, was
Yeah.
basically,
I ain't got no price.
Alright.
then.
whatever it is that you're doing this for,
Yeah.
are you, if you could, so the means to the end, basically, if you could get the end, the results of why you're doing all of this, would you just get that now and tap out, or would you go through the journey and get there yourself? That's why I answered about purpose and stuff.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because then if I got all the money and stuff, that doesn't help me.
I could
By
lounge
the
to the
way-
beach and eat mangoes, 100%. I could do that every single day. I could eat
Mangoes.
fish. I could go fish. But in my head, even when I go and fish, I'm using creativity to catch the fish. Do you understand? When I'm cooking, I'm using creativity to whip it up.
No, you're being silly.
Yeah, but I'd need to do
100%
something.
of
Though.
being silly. 100%.
I'd need to do something, and I thought we was on the same wavelength. I think if you left the creative space,
Yeah, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, but you can't,
You need to stipulate more to me. 'Cause
Yeah, because I'll be honest, the way
I'll
Brent
find a
interprets
way.
it is how I interpret
I'll
it.
find a way.
But by
'Cause
the
I
way,
can't be
very good
still.
answer.
I can't be still.
I
My
would've
brain
called-
needs to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, boy, if we can do it our way, then I could take it. If
Yeah.
this is your way, then I can't take it.
All right, cool. This might sound like a. Would you get a 9 to 5 then?
You do it. Sorry.
Already got me one of
So,
those.
so take the money. You don't have to do the 9 to 5, but
Yeah.
just to keep the brain ticking.
Yeah, I would.
You get a 9 to 5.
Yeah. So,
Wait, no?
yeah, conversation with people in this and next. You know,
And I've
mixing-
given up on what it is that my
You get
creative
up
thing.
creative space,
I've
but
take-
you've
I've took the
got the
money.
money I've given you.
I've took the
So you
money.
got the
I've picked up
patterns,
my creative space,
but-
then I've gone to.
But you have to work just to.
Nah.
It was my 9 to 5 with the new black.
No.
No, I'm not doing it.
Because no, it is. It's unrealistic to say, here's the money, now you're going to be on the beach
Just
chair
live
forever.
life.
It's not realistic.
No, because you know what it
You've
is?
got to do something.
Because I feel
Wait,
like
you can't lounge.
Forever.
that's a
No,
long
I
time, you
can't.
know.
Forever. I can't, Brent. I can't lounge forever.
So the necessity to basically work is instilled in you.
Yeah. I cannot just not do nothing forever.
That might just be conditioning, though.
Well, so be it. I mean,
What do filthy rich people do?
the 24 hours in
They
a day,
find
you know?
they find things to do.
Yeah, but how old are they?
No, from young, as in from young. These filthy rich people from young.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they still do things though. That they
But
would,
this is what he said.
they'll play golf and stuff like that. But that's still
That's
some,
leisure, right?
Yeah,
And he
but
said
it's
he
still
can't
an
do that.
activity though.
Yeah, today. If I was 70, maybe more so, but not now.
Okay, so you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, 100%. I still need to do stuff because
Yeah.
I'm still able to.
Yeah.
I'll get up to mischief and whatnot.
I feel like if I'm just sitting down, I'm wasting my talents, man. I'm wasting my
What
being.
talents?
All my talents.
We paid you for your talents, bro.
Who paid me?
I gave you the money. I'll give you the price.
You cashed out. You got the 50 million.
You don't.
Yeah,
even-
but I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like
All right,
the world
doing
is
that-
taking me in.
So okay, so what you're also saying is that we still have the knowledge that we have this skill set. I thought it was removed when it is that they paid for it.
No.
I don't have a desire to
and that's,
basically
and
chase
that's
after
why I
this.
said I
No,
can't do it
no,
because
you still have the
I'll
desire.
be traveling around.
Yeah.
Now I'm in Barbados thinking, oh, this would be a good podcast. And back on.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's torture.
The desire just
Torture.
can't get removed.
Yeah, the desire-
The desire is
Wait,
there.
wait.
That's the whole point. The desire is
The
still
desire
there.
can't get
That's the whole
removed.
point.
Ask the question again then. Ask the question again. I think I'll still say the same thing
I'm
because
about
I
to
said
say
no.
you still
I
have.
said
'cause
no. I can't.
I'm calling Steven after this if you say the wrong thing.
No. I'll still say no because
All right.
me knowing full well
Okay, cool. Could I pay you?
can't take the money.
Could I pay you? So you say 100 million? I paid you 100 million today to stop all operations. Anything creative you do, you
Yeah.
cannot do no more. You still have the desire and the
Yeah,
want to do
no.
it. But because you
No.
got-
Because tomorrow
said
I might
no,
die.
no,
Next week I might die. That 100 million means nothing to me.
Yeah.
And during the time in which it is, I was there pining to get back into the mix. No,
Yeah.
I can't.
yeah, and that was the point of the question to see whether or not.
That's
Being
not a
creative-
hard question for me.
Yeah, no, that's why
The
I was
hard
interested to hear your.
question-
Can I
The
flex?
hard
Can I flex
question-
on the gram?
Of course you can.
Yeah,
flex
you're
on
on
the gram.
holiday. You got 50
Yeah,
million.
give me 100.
Wow.
Man, make your target. make your target there. But you can flex.
Oh, could someone? Okay, cool. In terms of your stipulation of not being a creative,
Yeah.
could he, for example, become an influencer?
No, that's a form of creativity.
It's definitely creativity.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
high
you can't- yeah,
creativity.
that's
Can I be an
Okay.
influencer?
No.
Nah, go eat
And
influencing.
get paid for posts?
Nope. Because now you're applying creativity to make them engaging enough.
All right, cool.
I couldn't do it.
I need proper jeopardy in order to basically pause for thought. What you said is not proper jeopardy for me. It's not.
Because you could take it.
Mm.
I hear that.
I feel so purposeless. I really would.
All right, interesting. All right, well, that was our fun topic of the day.
Well, thank you, Eman. Let's get into our next headlines.
Do.
Okay. So our next headline, one of the most wanted suspects in Rwanda's genocide, a police officer accused of orchestrating the killing of more than 2,000 people, has been arrested for 22 years on the run. That's amazing. That's horns worthy. Fulgense Kayishema was arrested on Wednesday in South Africa. The International Residual Mechanism for Criminal Tribunals, IRMCT, which was set up by the United Nations, said. Kayishema, who is believed to be in his early 60s, had assumed a false identity and gone by the name Donatien Nibashumba, South African police had added. He was captured in a joint operation by the tribunal's fugitive tracking team and South African authorities following an investigation that had tracked him across several African countries, including Mozambique and Eswatini, since his indictment in 2001. The United States had offered a $5 million reward for information leading to Kayishema's arrest. Through its Rewards for Justice program, he was eventually captured at a vineyard in Paarl, a small town in a wine-making region about 30 miles east of Cape Town. More than 800,000 people were killed in Rwanda's genocide, which took place over the course of 3 months in 1994. That's really good news, you know. And our next headline, a day after South Korea was forced to delay the launch of its homegrown space rocket, the country successfully launched practical purpose satellites into orbit on Thursday, marking a major milestone in its efforts to develop its aerospace industry as rival North Korea pushes to put its first military spice satellite into orbit. The third flight of Nuri has been completed successfully, Science Minister Lee Jong-ho said. Payload separation followed, and 6 of 8 satellites were confirmed to have been separated successfully, as it needed more time to check on the remaining 2 satellites, the minister said. The 200-ton Nuri rocket blasted off from the Narrow Space Center at around 6:24 p.m. local time from the Narrow Space Center on the country's south coast and reached its target orbit of 550 kilometers, approximately 342 miles, above the surface after about 13 minutes into the flight. And our last headline for the segment, a mother has begged for the safe return of her 7-year-old son after he was taken to Saudi Arabia by his father. Ranem Elkhalid has said she's fearful she will never see Ibrahim Faraj again after he was taken by his father, Hamza Faraj, last November amidst a custody battle between the two. She says she's living any parent's worst nightmare as she's been trying everything to get her son home. Raneem last saw Ibrahim, who was born in the UK and only speaks English, when she dropped him off at the school gates in Warrington on 11th of November. That's wild. His father, Hamza, was due to pick him up as agreed after school, but just a few days later she discovered he had been taken to Saudi Arabia by her estranged husband. He's now been hunted by British police for child abduction after he broke a court order preventing him from taking Ibrahim outside of the UK. That's very sad. And let's get into our word on road. No, it's fine. It's helpful. I was reading. All right. So, Fetty Wap. It's not looking good for the what's it called? The rappers. I do have a feeling though that Young Thug's gonna escape all his woes. I don't know why. I just feel like they're not gonna get him. But anyway, so basically, Fetty Wap has basically he's been sentenced to 6 years in prison for drug trafficking. That's horrible, man. That is just sad. But basically, he said that he's being selfish. Him being selfish in his pride put him in the position that he's in. And yeah, man, there was a whole New York ring thing going on. And he pled guilty last year to conspiracy drug charge that carried a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years. And yeah, it was federal court and everything. So that's sad news. The They had more than 100 kilograms, like 220 pounds of heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine between 2019 and 2020. That's a lot. That's like a human being's worth of crack and drugs and stuff. But yeah, man, it's a shame because he actually made it out. I guess that's what his lawyer was saying anyway, that he made it out of, the difficult positions he was in life. It's such a shame that now this is how it's ended for him. But I hope he's all right. I hope he, I don't know what I hope. And then, so I spoke a while ago about this YouTuber called Daina. She's a YouTuber and also an artist. And she was married to this guy. They're basically they were on this show called Don't Tell the Bride, I believe it was. And they're basically getting a divorce, and she did a whole storytime videos. I think me and Gina were talking about it. And basically, she alleged, well, it appears that he deleted a lot of her YouTube videos. They're now back on. But yesterday, it was over 600 videos that he deleted from her YouTube channel, apparently, which is wild. But they're back on now, as I said this morning. I think I saw a screenshot. And she was basically talking about how she's going to basically just spill more tea, and after years of abuse and stuff, how could he do this as well, kind of thing. But I'm glad that the videos are back, because that's obviously how she makes her money. And if you watch the videos as well about her talking about the divorce and whatever, he kind of was stopping their money, even though she was the breadwinner. It was crazy. The story time was crazy. But yeah, that happened. And also, I told you guys yesterday about the whole Tion Wayne sex tapes, and he's basically addressed it on his Instagram. He put out a statement, and it reads, "The situation is awful for the girls involved. A lot of the videos I've seen going around of sexual acts being performed are not even me, and I've never met some of the people in the videos in my life. The videos online are there without consent, so the guys excited sending it around are weird to me. The women involved do not deserve this. The videos are from an old iCloud that was hacked. Everyone has moved on with their life, and these private videos were at least 3 to 4 years old, some longer. And like I said, some of the videos and pictures do not involve me, and I do not know where they were obtained. My deepest apologies go out to the women involved. They have very high self-respect and have never had any controversy around their name in their life. My girl is also a victim in this situation, as we are trying to enjoy a private life. These old videos are not beneficial to anyone. I'm working with my lawyers to take action on the people involved in the hacking of my old iCloud." He also went on to say, he said, "I'm giving my energy to people who are not worth it always angers me. I'm in my car and I wrote this like I just want..." Anyway, he wrote the next thing I'm about to read. He says, "We live in a day and age where people do things for internet clicks and laughs. There is no laughing matter to the victims of this hacker. Although these intimate moments were never supposed to be leaked and or shown to anyone, I would still like to apologize to the women this has impacted. These women are someone's daughters, sisters, and future mothers that I have shared intimate, consented moments with many years ago, and some I have had committed relationships with. To add fuel to the fire and add more controversy, this hacker also included videos that weren't me. I would like the public to please sympathize with the victims while we pursue legal action, to please respect their privacy at this time. Thank you." I think it's a good thing that he spoke out, but, love and light to the women involved. And yeah, let's get into the rotation.
All right, a little mini rotation for you guys today. J Hus earlier this week teased a release. We wasn't sure if it was going to be an album or a single or what, video, whatever. But it's been released today. It's a single called "It's Crazy." Have you heard it? Anyone heard it? Mark,
Not
you
yet,
heard
not
it?
yet.
Yeah, I heard it.
What do you think of it?
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy. That's what it says on the tin, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I've only
Listened to it a couple times.
one time.
One time.
I listened to it one time, but
Yeah.
I was gonna give it a few more plays
Yeah.
and see how I really feel. But I remember
Yeah.
I listened to it thinking, Huss is cold, man.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's entertaining. He's an entertainer. You get me? Like, so when he gets into the song and he's just delivering his verses and that, it was just good to see, because I ain't seen him in a minute. You get me? So like I said, it felt like fun and entertaining. I haven't dissected what he said properly to say like, oh, it's a this or it's that or whatever. But
There's a lot of devil talk.
yeah, he's doing that. He said I hear him talking a lot of crud and thing and just
a lot of devil-ish kind of.
But it seems playfully. It seems playful. Like
I don't believe it. I don't, well, to a degree, but there's a lot of that in there. I like the song. It's a nice comeback, warm up, street-ish first offering type of single. Got a nice video as well. Lots of energy, good beat. I like it. I listened to it for like 3 times. It's decent, nice little comeback single. It's not the grandiose show, massive single that we might get later on, but a nice little bit of street heat. You know what I mean?
you call the phone number.
Nah.
I wasn't really feeling it.
You're not feeling it?
Nah, man. I listened to it. I didn't even finish it the first time.
Oh, there. You think it's trash?
It's just not it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah, I can see why you
we
might
were
think
training
that.
for so long, and I said, "Oh, this is about to blow my mind."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
it. It's cute."
Also, I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion, right? But I feel like J Hus is getting the Andre 3000 treatment, where he's being heralded as like the savior of mankind, and I'm just like, I don't understand fully why. For me,
I think it's off. What's the first album called again? Common Sense.
The Common Sense is dope,
I think it's that though, because it's been that since that.
but the crown J Hus has been given, I don't understand why.
He's the best, man. J, man, he's the best.
He's the best what?
The best artist,
It's
man.
the best ones.
The best artist.
He's just the best. He's out of all of them. He's just the best. He's number one.
Is he the best? How can I define it? Because, like you said, he's more of an artist than to say, oh, he's a rapper or he's a singer or he's
He's a
whatever.
cold rapper as well, though.
He's a good rapper. But do you mean like he's just the best creative? He's the best just vessel? He's the best vessel?
Well, look, yeah. Look, I don't know, man, because obviously everybody's got different metrics to how they measure a man's greatness. You know what I'm trying to say?
Or
Like people got
he's the
accolades.
best vibe man.
Don't know. People just got different accolades and different things. So like, I don't know how you would
Measure it.
measure it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, do you see like out of our like top performers, like our elite ones, he's number one for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, say like, I don't know, Skepta's done cold things.
Yeah.
He's internationally taking the music, whatever, dope representation. He's a little bit older than them. He was a little before them, man. There's time. That new wave that came around that are more in keeping with like the roads and just the demographic, the youngers and whatnot. The Fredos, Daves, Heady Ones and K-Traps, D-Block Europes and that driving force of, you get what I'm trying to say, like the young Baines and the new school.
Yeah.
They are the guys, innit? They are the industries, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in my opinion,
He's the best at that.
Hus is number one. And it's not necessarily that he's better than this one or he's better than that one or whatever, but just the whole package, just everything. Yeah. He's just the guy, bro. Like, I don't know why. Like, he's the guy.
I had that crop of artists you mentioned. He's definitely the guy.
Yeah, but they are the ones though. The older one, like Gig, Skepta. Forget the older.
No, I'm talking about that crop of art you mentioned. The Young Baines, the Kojo Funds, and them. He's the king of those lot.
But they are the like Dave, Fredo.
No, he's not. He
Heady
ain't
One.
the king of Dave.
I wouldn't say he's the king of Dave.
The king of Dave.
It's
No.
more notes, Young Bane.
Yeah, he's the king of those lot.
No,
Yeah.
Dave too. I'm saying he's number one. He's the number one.
No, I know you're saying that. I'm
Stormzy.
arguing that he's not.
I know you're saying it.
Like Stormzy,
Like,
all of them. Like Hus is number
right,
one.
hear me out. In terms of I'm going to categorize them as melodic artists.
Okay, go on.
Notes. Kojo Funds. Who else is there? Esther?
No, Young
That's
Bane.
not
Young
even.
Bane.
It's not even comparable to put.
No,
What
I'm
is
not-
the category? J Hus, Notes,
Relax,
Young Bane, Kojo
relax,
Funds. That's not even
relax.
But that
fair.
was all around
J
the
Hus
same
is
time.
loyal,
though.
relax.
Yeah, but that's
the
not
thing.
even fair.
It is fair.
J
though.
Hus is elite.
No, but that's the
I
thing.
know.
He
Talk about notes
surpassed
and that.
them, but they're mates.
He's loyal. Let me just get my shit off. I'm talking about more style of music. I'm not saying that he is. That's his peers in regards to quality. I'm saying melodically, people who sing, rap, do that whole Afro swing thing.
Afro
I'm saying
swing, yeah, that's it.
Dave and J Hus are not the same artists.
They're not the same artists,
Exactly.
no, but they're like they're
But in
they're
terms
flying
of tier,
they're flying the flag for that. They're in the conversation.
Yeah, in
you know what I'm
terms
trying
of
to say?
tier.
Like they're like it's like J Hus, Dave is like Drake, J Cole, Kendrick, and that. Like that's they're the ones, innit?
but that's not the comparison I'm making. I'm not talking about who's the top tier artists in the country. Stormzy, J Hus, and Dave.
Dave.
I know that. I'm talking about style of music. Musically, him and Dave are not comparable. They're different artists.
I'll get what you're saying. Okay, then.
Because to be fair, when I first heard of J Hus, sorry.
Yeah.
That was around the time I heard of Notes as well. And there was a whole Afro swing thing going on.
Melodic, singing, rapping.
Yeah, they're kind of like in the same group, but obviously he's surpassed them.
Yeah, he's surpassed them by
miles.
far. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, and I feel like his
so annoying.
don't get me wrong, I like J Hus, right? But it's more so like I feel like his elusiveness, his crypticness, the way he strays away from being in the forefront. He pops in and out. He puts a little cryptic message out here, video here and there. I think that all adds to the allure of, oh my God, J Hus.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's good.
Like Adele.
But I feel like I don't get the extreme fanfare for me. Yeah. But I think he's dope though.
I don't get it either.
He's the coldest.
With Hus?
Yeah.
Come on.
Finally some support.
No, I didn't agree. I'm hearing what you is trying to land, and you were basically looking to just
stop it.
Yeah, stop it, and I didn't like that, and I agree with what he was trying to say, but this one, no, there's no way you guys can't tell me that you don't understand the fanfare of Hus, one of, if not the best in his category. This guy is a legend currently.
No, he's the best in his category for sure. The category that we mentioned. Do you agree that that's his category?
No,
What? Kept Kojo funds and notes.
No, Afro swing,
you
man.
need to stop separating
the
level of stardom
don't do that.
with the genre
Man
of
said
music.
that's his category.
Stop
Kojo funds, notes.
Don't do that.
That is his category in terms of style of music. It's his category. So,
That's his genre.
are you telling me that Dave and Stormzy and J Hus are in the same category of style of music?
When you talk about style and music, it's bridging, it's blurring lines.
No, it's
them
not.
man, man are in the
clear.
same category. Yes, they are in the same category.
In regards to
Of what?
Stature,
Yes,
artistry,
yes.
like musicians,
Yes.
musicians.
So it's why
agree with us.
I could understand where you're coming from, only because 50 Cent is a melodic rapper if you look at it a particular way.
Yeah,
But 50 Cent is clear rap.
yeah.
That's how I see Hus.
Hus can rap.
That's how I see Hus.
Hus can rap.
Yeah, I feel like Hus can rap. I feel like we see Hus in a different way. For example, I see Dave as a purebred rapper.
Yeah.
I see J Hus as an artiste who can rap, sing, melodies, very
He
creative.
came in the game freestyling off freestyles. He blew up off the freestyles. Just rap. He can rap. Just rap.
Yes.
Like he's a cold rapper.
Yes, he is. But I'm telling you how I see him now. When J Hus first came in with Lena and Bop, whatever, he's evolved since then. So
Yeah.
I see him as not a rapper no more. I see him as a rapper, singer, artist, a whole 360 creative. Where Dave, I see him as a rapper.
Yeah, he's a creative.
So you're saying that Hus is better than Dave
No,
with
Yeah.
his repertoire?
just because you have more doesn't mean you're better, in my opinion.
That's what you're saying.
No, he's not. He's
How
just
you telling me
saying.
what I'm saying?
Sound like
How you
that's what
telling me
you're
what
saying.
I'm saying?
He's covering more bases, you're saying?
Is covering more bases means you're better?
Doesn't mean you're better. Doesn't mean you're better.
Covering more bases and excelling in every single aspect of the base.
That's the thing. That
Yeah, but that's
excelling
if I'm
in
looking. That's
every
if I rate
aspect.
those bases. If I want that.
Are you trying to say he's not better than Dave?
Have what as a rapper?
Yeah.
No, David's better than J Hus as a rapper. Yeah.
Okay.
I need y'all to specify the type, because this could be broken down, right? You can ask him, do you think that Dave is more lyrically ambidextrous? No, because Hus might even win that in his eyes. Deep. The type of stuff he would talk about,
Hold
Hus
on.
may never touch
Are you a
that.
better rapper than J Hus?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to say that. Oh my goodness.
No, Europe.
Is that
Because
correct?
I think
so. Wait, hold on. Before you ask that question, who's a better rapper out of Dave and J Hus? You just said J Hus.
No, qualify the question, please.
I'm better than everyone in the world on my day. So
No, don't-
this is a crazy question.
Don't dodge the
It's a
question by
crazy
doing
question.
No, I honestly do. I
that.
thought about it.
Break it down. Rotation, break it down.
Break it down. Okay, cool. Is J Hus a better lyricist? Is he a better storyteller? Is he better with wordplay, metaphors, similes, cadences, subject matter? Is he better than Dave in all those categories?
Maybe not all of them, but I think
Even
he's better.
flow.
No, do it one by one,
Okay,
because
cool.
they're all things that he can basically say yes or no, yes or no.
Okay.
So what? The first one.
Wordplay.
Wordplay. Wait there. Dave's quite. He like. It's close. Maybe no.
No. All right, wordplay. No. Storytelling.
I prefer Hus.
Flow.
Hus.
Metaphors.
Maybe Dave?
Slash
I've gotta be
punchlines.
Dave then.
Dave. Language, choice of words,
Cadence and just...
variety of words used, as in like a broad scope of words used.
I don't know if that's a thing for me. Well, because he uses a lot of words.
No, not a lot of words, as in he's got a vast array of vocab that he uses. He's not just saying bruv and nigger and shit.
I don't know if that's a positive for me. I don't know what that means. Because there's bare man who use bare words who ain't good. Using bare words don't mean nothing to me.
Or is it the Jay-Z and Nas argument?
Yeah, the moon and the stars and shit. Man, rap about the moon and the stars and all that shit. I don't care about all that shit. I don't hear niggas rapping about the moon and the stars and that, bro. That's not what I want to hear.
I didn't say nothing about the moon and the stars.
No, but I'm just...
No, the moon and the stars.
I'm just saying.
The moon and the stars speak to the content, not the words used. The moon and the stars. That's you're talking to like. I don't care about Pheromone and most stuff. That's what you're doing. You can't twang me when it comes to rap. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let me go back.
I see Dave as more conscious than J Hus.
He's more...
Yeah.
The big conspiracy...
And because he's more conscious. Because
What's
Wait,
big conspiracy and...
I can't remember what it's called. Are you a better rapper than J Hus?
I think I'm better than everyone, man. But that's different.
Don't dodge it like that.
Are you a better rapper than Dave?
Yeah.
Then I can't even
if
argue with you. Then. I can't,
That's why I said you
let's
can't-
move on
because
to the
you don't
next
take it seriously.
single.
It doesn't matter. Big conspiracy and what's it called? What's that one called? Big conspiracy.
Let me find quickly.
She just said it. Common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense. Big conspiracy and common sense. These are 5 mic albums.
As a creator,
Dave hasn't got a project, that can tie their boots, can tie their laces, bro. Okay?
you see, when you talk about music, right?
That's it.
Wait, hear me out.
No, but that's it though.
But I'm not saying that. Remember, he asked me who's a better rapper, right? You can say to me, for example, J Hus has better beats, melodies, the whole package, instrumentation, whatever.
Albums, songs.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Verses.
Right? But we're not talking about that because I agree with you. I said, because I feel like you're getting it confused in terms of like status and tier. I believe that J Hus is a top level tier artist in
No, but
regards to
musically, he makes better music.
Musically. Like, for example,
Like rapping, like songs, better verses, better songs. He makes better music than Dave.
It's what I said the other day about.
If you say rap, his verses are better. He makes better verses.
Why are you so defensive? Relax,
I'm
man.
I'm trying to quantify what you're saying, so to get you to agree to it, because you're saying he makes better music. No, but you said yes, better music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying every aspect. I'm saying like his songs are more enjoyable. The choruses, the verses,
Yeah, but
the verses. So it's just rap.
But it don't mean he's a
it
better.
speaks to the rap that you're talking
It don't mean
about.
he's a better rapper though.
Well, you just said he makes better verses than him.
I didn't say that. When did I say that? I didn't say that. I said he makes better music. I didn't say he makes better verses. Dave, in my opinion, is a better rapper than J Hus, but J Hus makes more enjoyable music. I get why you like J Hus more than you like Dave, because I know what you like to listen to. There are people who think Dave is better than J Hus. This is a music conversation, right?
Yeah.
Depends what you like, innit? I understand why you like J Hus better than Dave, and I'm sure you know why I like Dave better than J Hus in terms of rapping, because you know me.
Yeah, it's the Jay-Z and Nas thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess if you want to use that, yeah.
Like, and Dave is good.
Yeah.
Dave is very good. You get me?
But
I think because Hus is so flamboyant and just the way you don't take away from his rap, because he's such an entertainer, because he can be so melodic and do all these things. You don't try and move like the guy can't rap.
No,
which is crazy to me.
No, we're not saying that. The thing about you is you want to go to the extreme of what we're saying. No one said that J Hus can't rap. No one's calling him shit, nothing. We're just saying, I'm just saying that Dave is better than him. That doesn't mean that J Hus isn't good.
Yeah.
J Hus is a good rapper. I don't think he's better than Dave.
Yeah, no, he's better than Dave, man.
But you ain't better than Dave or J Hus, so this is crazy.
That's fine. That's all opinions, isn't it? That's all opinions.
I'm not even trying to make a joke. But anyway.
That's all opinions, man.
The thing is, he's not even saying that's his preference. He's saying this is fact.
Who, me?
No.
What?
Yusuf saying that you're not even better than J Hus or Dave. He's not even saying it's my preference. I just like listening to them more. He's saying you're not better. It's a fact.
Actually, you know what?
That's fine though.
Hold on. I'm gonna run that back. I might like Margs as a rapper better than J Hus. I might. If I listen. But Dave, no. But J Hus, yeah. J Hus. I reckon Margs could be better than J Hus as a rapper. And that's not me trying to pander to you, whatever.
Why do you like Margs better than J Hus as a rapper?
I'm not saying I do. I'm saying I could. If I went back and listened to his whole catalogue, in regards to what I like to listen to, I could say, yeah, I think Margs is a better rapper than J Hus.
Why do you think J Hus is so bad?
I don't think he's bad. You keep saying that. I don't think he's so bad. But why? Because I think that you're better than him now that he's so bad.
Yeah, the possible
That means,
question.
that means you're not rating
No,
yourself.
he's saying
then.
if you go through and listen to his whole catalogue.
In comparison to you.
Yeah, but J Hus's catalogue's cold. J Hus is.
But you said you're better than him.
Yeah, that's
said
like
he has
rapping
to listen to
ability.
your
He's got a better
catalogue.
music
But you said you're
catalogue.
better than him.
Yeah, but he's got a better music catalogue than me.
Yeah, but I'm talking about music. I'm talking about rapping a bit.
Just
Just
about,
rapping.
just about,
Just
though,
bars.
just about.
rapping. Fam, you're trying to help me prove that J Hus is better than you. That's what you're doing.
It depends. I just want to know where the disdain film comes from. I don't mind.
There's no disdain.
I don't mind bringing
The thing
myself
is,
down to
you
put
keep-
But
J Hus up.
you're interpreting it in
Yeah,
extremes.
it's not
Just
disdain.
because he doesn't think he's
Yeah,
the best,
it's not
doesn't mean
disdain.
he's the worst. He's not
Yeah.
automatically the worst because he's not the best.
No, I can get where Margs is coming from because I only turned it wrong because the vibe you were giving is that y'all don't understand as to why it is people are saying he's the best.
Yeah.
I still don't though.
Yeah. And I still stand in that. And that's, yeah. I still
Yeah,
stand
like
in that.
I still don't.
Yeah. But that don't mean that it's not good.
But that doesn't mean he's not good.
Are
But
you
I
making
just
sense?
but I know what you're talking about. Is that
For-
the hype is wild.
For example, that's why I use the Andre 3000 thing, right? Andre 3000 is a dope
the best.
rapper, right? There you go. I don't believe he's
He
the
wasn't
best.
friends.
And suddenly he went from being dope to being
The
he's
best.
the GOAT. And I'm thinking, where did this come from? Is
Yes.
it what is because he's elusive and drops a verse every 5 years of a high caliber? Now he's the best. J Hus, to me, has been given this mystic oracle figure.
I don't know.
And I don't get it.
I-
but he's dope.
I can say that for who's that guy that Emmanuel's always talking about, and he's rapping all these dinosaurs and da. Top lyricist. I'll say that's the one. Name some top lyricists who don't make music plenty.
You know what music plenty?
Oh, Electronica.
Oh, J
J
Electronica.
Electronica.
Okay.
Emmanuel's saying he's the best in the world, right? I never get it.
Because he isn't the best in the world.
Do you think J Electronica is the best
He's good.
lyricist?
He's not the best lyricist, no.
Emmanuel does.
I've heard the J Electronica song. It doesn't
But I can see
move
why
me.
people think he is, but he's not.
Why?
Because
How
he's a-
can you see what Emmanuel sees? Because I don't see
Because
it.
I understand that everyone has a different perspective in it. And if I know someone's good, it's not beyond comprehension that you think he's really,
No,
really,
I
really
understand
good.
that. I understand
so
that.
that's what it is.
That's not something that I want to basically
Okay.
jump into because
Okay.
I understand that particular thing.
Yeah.
But I could understand people saying Andre 3000 is the best.
Okay.
I don't get the J Electronica.
How much
That's what I'm
J Electronica have you heard?
saying. Enough not to want
Enough to say he's not the best.
Enough not to continue.
Well, Iman
Thing
said,
is-
by the way, Dave is not better than him. So I just want to throw
Who
that.
then J Electronica?
No, as in like Dave is not better than Iman.
Dave's not better than E-Man.
Nah, he's not.
Who said that?
Iman.
Dave is not better than Eman.
So I'm just here to be
E-Man
like,
said that.
period.
E-Man said that he's better than Dave.
But except for
Absolutely.
him, man, all people know this. He's not better than Eman. Eman's better.
Well, we need the evidence to be fair.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
well, he
'cause-
doesn't need it because he could just in the chat room say,
Yeah, but
I'm the
that's,
best.
yeah, but that's like him saying he's better than anyone. 'Cause
No, it's different.
No, but Eman
It's
can
different.
Eman can rap.
It's different.
no, I've listened to E-Man rap before. I'm not saying he, but I'm saying music is subjective, and him saying he's better than Dave is
You
cool
know what?
because he's meant to believe in his
Eman
source.
could
Not
write
cool.
better than Dave. Let me not be stupid. He can write better than Dave, right? And if he continued the way he was going,
Yeah.
I believe he could have reached or touched the
But-
whole rap better than Dave.
But does it matter? Because if I came in here and said, yeah, I think I'm better than Mbappe, you'd be like, who cares? You don't play football. So what does it matter?
No.
Yeah, it's,
What?
I get what you think. It's kind of giving that.
Does
you know,
it,
a black man.
does it
Explain
matter?
the parallel.
Okay, cool. If I came in here and said, I'm a better footballer than Henri, you'd be like, okay, but what does it matter though? Because you're not playing football. E-Man's not rapping, so does it matter that he thinks he's better than Dave?
Well, he's not rapping anymore. He's saying he's better than Dave.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing.
He's
And
no.
Electronica is not rapping like that.
No, but he's got a career that you can actually
Assess.
quantify. E-Man hasn't got a career you can quantify.
Say it again.
Margs has a career you
E-Man
can
has no
quantify.
career.
E-Man hasn't got a career.
What made you go with that first?
No, but it's like
E-Man,
when,
I'm fighting for you,
No, but
right?
it's like when guys say, yeah, there's a guy
Who's better than Allen Iverson?
in Staten Island who's better than Michael Jordan. Okay, but we ain't seen him play. He
We
ain't
don't
in the
know
league,
him.
so who cares?
Yeah. I watched a YouTube video the other day, and apparently it was a guy that was better than Maradona. Even Maradona opened his mouth and said, "I'm not the best because I know this guy."
Yeah, but did you put the guy on?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, I was about to say
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
say you know he's better and you're not doing anything about that.
When is it put him on? As in, how do you mean?
As in, like, did he Because the guy was a guy playing football
Yes.
professionally.
Yes.
Okay,
Not
fair.
professionally. He was asked to come and play professionally, even for Argentina and whatnot, and he just refused because.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought there was no opportunity to play professionally, and he
Yeah.
just acknowledged
Yeah.
this young boy in a village was
Yeah.
better than him and said, "I must keep you there."
Yeah. Do you scoff at that, the whole Maradona thing?
No.
Because if Maradona is even opening his mouth and saying he's better than me,
But I remember I had this conversation with you lot before, and you lot were disparaging me.
but
when I-
Maradona?
No, about how there could be someone who didn't get an opportunity,
No, I'm a firm
who is
advocate in that.
who might have a greater talent than someone who did. So, for example, there might be a basketball player who didn't get opportunity for whatever reason, who's actually better than Michael Jordan, but we've never seen him play before.
I'm a firm advocate of that
Okay,
particular
cool.
argument.
Okay.
It wouldn't be coming from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iman, I think you need to reactivate your SoundCloud because people are moving very
What is it?
disrespectful.
What is it saying?
He's got videos on YouTube.
They need to check it
Anybody
out.
listening, go type in The New Black,
But also-
THENEWBLXCK,
Yeah, but-
and
Period.
any videos that come up, go through the catalogue. Emmanuel has a catalogue. And I'm
Okay.
telling you, when it is you're going through it, you'll find favourites more than you find Margs's favourites.
But the beats though.
I ain't catching no strays today.
What the beats saying?
Some of the beats are quite meaty in comparison to today. No, but
Yeah.
this is time ago.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you'll be able to tell that I can make beats.
No, I'm not. I wasn't even thinking about you, to be fair. When I said
And to
beats.
be honest, there are a couple of beats that were made by the Missing Note, one of our
Okay.
producers
Your-
who,
One of your in-house producers.
yes, but he's amazing.
No, I did. Why are you?
The camera's on you, so people can see as to why it is I responding the way I'm responding
No.
because your face made a particular
I
thing.
said in the house.
Yes,
As
in-house
part of the-
producers.
Stop.
As part of the team.
Get the camera off me, man. Allow me, man.
Yes. I like having music conversations.
Same.
This is
Also,
hilarious.
Dave is how old?
Is that?
He's young.
He's
Or
young.
Yeah.
Daddy Manuel.
If you're twice the age of Dave, you can't be saying I'm better than Dave. Like
You
need to-
can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you
You
can.
say he should be better than Dave.
Okay, can I come and say I'm better than I don't know Reece Nelson or something? Like
At football?
Yeah,
If
you-
you're betting on recent football.
I can't compare myself to Reece
not
Nelson.
hard.
Even
Yeah,
if I
but
was better, he's young.
I get it.
What?
You've had more life
Alright,
experience
cool.
to be better.
If a young rapper came out today, 19 years old, rapping his ass off, he can't come in here and say, yeah, I'm better than him. I said, shut up, man. You're 40.
Yeah, but
You know
what
I'm saying?
if he's better than me?
Yes.
No, I'm
But
saying,
that's
J
fair.
Hus is younger than Margs.
no, I'm saying
No,
you
but what
can't
he's
come in
saying-
and say, I'm better than him. You can't be trying to get
Accolades.
accolades off a young buck.
When you're
Like,
young, when you're older.
When you're old.
You should be better because you've had more experience, you've had more time
No,
than they
I
have.
don't think it's even you should be better. You need to compare yourself to your classmates, not to a young buck. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're making it.
No.
I don't feel like I can come in here and start boasting that I'm better than 19-year-olds at football. Even if I wasn't. Like just even on the ego thing.
Oh, you're saying it is tasteless to do that.
I think it's tasteless. I think it's
I think it holds more
You don't
weight.
think so?
What if
Like,
Busta
for
Rhymes
example-
came out and said he's better than Polo G?
Yeah, like that kid who was here. What's his name?
Prince.
Prince. He can't be like, I'm better than him. That makes sense. You can't.
Duh.
You can compare yourself.
Yeah.
Compare yourself to Tricky.
That's because he can't.
No, I think you can't say you're better than Prince because
He can't
Yeah.
say I'm better
No,
than him.
you
Even
can't.
if you,
I can't.
No, even if you are,
Don't bite.
no, what I'm saying, even if you
Don't
are better,
bite.
even if you are better
No
than
need for this.
Prince, that isn't your fight.
I get what you're trying to
That
say.
makes sense.
It's basically
Yeah,
compared to
you're
your
saying it's
classmates,
tasteless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to your age mates.
Oh, you're saying
I
it's
feel like-
tasteless?
Yeah, it's tasteless.
Oh,
It
okay,
holds
okay.
more weight if a younger person is better than an older person than if an older person said they're better than a younger person.
Yeah.
It's seen as more valuable if the younger person
But
is better.
it depends on how you look at it because if it is that he is actually better, like the older person is actually better,
Yeah. But then
I'm finished. I'm retired. I'm still better than you. You ain't reached anything yet.
you're about
You
to
ain't done
get
anything yet.
Iman's about to rap on
Is
the
email
phone.
calling?
16
Nah,
bars.
it's
I said I'm gonna
a-
rap to lighten
an
the
American
mood.
number.
Oh, is it now?
Oh shit, man said, yeah, drag on. It's me.
Hello.
Brent. It's Shayla.
Hello, Shayla. How are you?
Sorry.
Hi, we in the chat saying we want to see Iman's video.
All right. Okay. Well, we're not signed, so we can play.
Alright, go on.
Pulled.
Alright, you pick what you think is his best work and play it. And then we'll
No,
see.
I can't pick his best work because that's subjective.
Subjective.
I can pick something that you guys would rate his work.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Go for it,
Thank
man.
you very much, Shayla.
Thanks,
Okay.
Stacey.
No, it's Shayla.
Oh,
Shayla.
she said.
Because you know it was I thought it was a Caribbean accent in the start.
Yeah, at first I thought it was
So I thought the
one
family
of
phone call,
your
right?
auntie or something. I said,
I
Brent,
was-
I said,
Brent! You might want to cut that off.
with the roti.
Not the roti.
Right. Let's see. Which one?
I think you should have told Iman to let you know what he wants to.
Ooh, I'll play a couple, right?
No.
Just one?
That's one, man.
All right, cool.
Yes, so damn.
Yes,
So we got the rest of the show to get on with.
All right.
Iman said, don't disrupt the show. Iman, don't be silly now. Don't be silly.
No. Which one should I pick? The ones I showed you, can you remember any ones that you're like, oh, okay.
But also,
I liked all of them, to be honest.
based on your whole Moon and the Stars narrative, I think you would put him in that category.
E-Man.
Yeah. I think you would put him in the category.
Yeah, he's a conscious rapper. He's a conscious
Yeah.
individual.
Probably, but E-Man's good, though.
But you seem disparaging against that kind of music.
Yeah, I am. But E-Man's good, though.
Why does he get the exemption?
I don't know. He's just good.
The pro-black.
E-Man,
I can't hear Iman talking about bottles and bitches. Ridiculous.
E-Man can rap.
Is
There's
E-Man-
an art form to rapping, putting words together and
Yeah.
clothesline. E-Man can do
He's a
it.
lyricist.
Who's better at you, Eman?
I think I'm better than everybody, so it don't make sense to ask me that.
Can you be subjective?
No.
You mean
So
objective?
if I said, is it objective?
Objective.
My sister. Are you better than Jay-Z?
But if I lived the same life as Jay-Z, I'll smoke him.
Are you better than Nas?
Yeah.
Are you better than Biggie?
Nah.
Oh, so Biggie's the only rapper that so far I've ever heard you say better. Do you have delusion?
No, Jay-Z's better than
Do
me.
you have delusion of grandeur?
Jay-Z, Biggie, maybe 50.
All right, let me make it a bit more realistic. Are you better than Kano?
Me?
Yeah.
What, rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghetts?
Oh, me and Ghetts. Did Ghetts be in the military one time? I think Ghetts is super duper talented, man. I think he's more well-rounded than me. If it's just rap, I think I'm better.
Ghetts or Kano? Oh, it's about Ghetts.
Yeah, if it's just rap, I think I'm better than him.
Right, Chip.
Oh. No, Chip, maybe on par. Chip's cold, man. Chip's very good. Chip's very good.
Wiley?
Wiley's a genius. Wiley's got more in his tank than me. I'm a better rapper than him, of course. But Wiley's cold, though.
When you say rapper, do you just automatically go to street rap?
I suppose, because I'm not going to compare grime, but Wiley makes grime. He could do bashment, he could do R&B, he could do anything. He produces beats, he can do... So like, as a musician, he's got way more scope than me. You get me? There's BL people that can... That I don't put songs together as well as a lot of people. You know what I'm trying to say? I think maybe that could be a critique against me. So artists, man can have better artistry than me, but being able to make a better song than me, in my mind, doesn't mean you're a better rapper than me.
When you quantify being a better rapper, give me your top three like credentials. Like when you think I'm a better rapper, what are the top three things that come to mind?
Presence, like your cadence, delivery. So just like your presence on the mic, lyrical ability, like just like your wordplay and what you could do, and flow.
Okay. All right, are you ready for the?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to clip all that up, by the way, as great content.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I will, please, I beg you, share it.
I will.
That's what I beg you.
If anybody listens to my lyrics,
I'm
listen
so
to my
down
songs,
with the
yeah.
show today.
If anybody that listens to my songs, and who actually knows me, and listens to my songs, you could hear me say that I am the best on every verse
Yeah,
that
but you're
I've
meant
ever
to be.
put out.
Thing is, saying you're the best and being the best, like being a rapper.
What I'm
and
saying
having-
is,
and
I
having-
wasn't just saying it for the sake of
and
saying it. I believe it.
Yeah, no, you're meant to believe it. Being a rapper and
Yeah,
having
I still
bravado,
do.
having confidence, and saying you're best. That's what you're meant to do. But it doesn't mean you're actually the best.
But it doesn't.
But
It's a matter of opinion.
The question is,
Do I believe it?
The question is, does it matter?
It doesn't matter. But the fact is, it's not like bravado. I don't just say it like when I'm talking about myself. Like I don't. Yes, I get that the mindset of you're a rapper. Everybody should think that, and I get that because you should back yourself. Yeah. But I'm saying when I'm saying it, I'm not just doing the rapper thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should rate myself. I believe I believe what I'm telling you.
But you can believe it and still be wrong.
Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah.
All right, so the track I'm going to play, I'm going to only play the first verse of Moses and the first verse of Iman. Moses is the director of our crypto lab, so obviously why I'm playing it, all family.
So
Big up Moses.
Who's better at Moses than Eman then?
Ooh.
So Iman is the better lyricist, Moses is the better rapper.
Okay.
Now, when I say rap, I'm talking about he makes me enjoy listening to the rap more than Emmanuel.
Yeah.
But Iman's buzz, you're like,
All right, you know what? Let's say this because I'm gonna critique this. Let's see.
Go.
Let's see.
And like I said,
Give
this
us
is
the
just
headphones,
for
please.
this
1
is
second.
just as a teaser. You guys,
Thanks.
when it is you have your own time during the weekend when you have nothing else to do,
Okay.
Type in the new block
Why you laugh?
and look at all of the videos that Emmanuel has done.
All right, let's do this.
At
Take
least
us
one
there.
of them you're gonna really, 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 really like. All right.
I've got to speed up, man. I've got a meeting.
Yeah? I don't have to play this.
Now play it.
You sure? Okay. Oh, we're not gonna be able to hear it because of the.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they're only hearing it.
Oh,
Don't
No one cares.
do
They can listen to that in their
Yeah,
spare time. Please
yeah.
wrap it up.
cool.
No, leave it. Let them play it at least.
yeah, but we
No,
can't
but
even
so
react.
we can't react.
Play it on your phone, man.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not doing
long,
this.
bruv.
Don't you have a meeting? You said.
Can we do it on the
All right,
iPad
all
or
right.
something?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right.
You
So
Yeah.
because we can't hear, they can't hear.
Yes.
No, they can hear, but we can't hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
so
let them
because-
hear it.
But we can't hear what they're hearing.
To be honest,
This is
I'm,
unfair. That's
I can't
fair,
even,
fair
I
enough.
can't even mute
You know,
it
you are for the
because-
people. That's fair. You can mute it.
No, I can't mute it because they won't hear the music going out.
But the music is paused now anyway.
Yeah, because we're talking, so they can,
Oh,
they
I
can
get
hear
you.
us
Okay,
talking.
I get
But
you.
I was gonna play it in here for us to listen to.
Oh, but
But
there.
if I mute it, they won't even.
Oh, I
hear
get
the
what you-
thing
it's
going out.
difficult to
Yeah,
because
'cause
if
they
we played
both
on our
have
phone, it's gonna disrupt the live.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. Tuesday we'll do the same thing, but
Will
don't
we?
worry. I'll share the link in the chat, and you guys can listen to it at your own pleasure.
All right, cool. Then one other single that got released today, Diddy has got a new single called "Act Bad" with City Girls
The girls
and Fabulous. Remember there was a snippet that
that you sent me.
remember a couple of weeks back or months back when I said to you,
Oh yes.
Carisha put a snippet on her Insta.
Oh yeah,
So
actually.
I thought it was going to be their single, but it's actually Diddy's single. And it's one for the girls, I guess. A ratchet summer anthem.
Yeah.
Just, Act Bad is the
It's a theme.
is the theme.
Yeah.
There's a snippet of this. There's a video snippet that's gone out, and it looks wild. You've seen
It's very wild.
Diddy's
The
naked.
one you sent me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very wild.
Diddy's naked in the video.
Yeah, I didn't clock on, and I said, wait a minute. Yeah.
Diddy's naked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just swinging his
but
dick.
his piece is blood,
Ah.
and he's
swinging it
and
around.
he's simulating sex with some ladies.
They're acting bad.
Yeah, they're acting real bad. Yeah.
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 I'm looking forward to see Girl Summer though, in terms of like their music. I
Yeah.
hope that their sound is evolved because Carisha raps a lot better than when she first came out.
Okay.
She used to fight the beat, but now they go together.
Let's just find the beat.
So yeah.
Yeah, check it out, man. It's a little strip club ratchet anthem for the girls to get crunk to this summer. And the narrative is, ladies, act bad.
Act bad.
But Maggie, thank you very much, Yusuf. Maggie, I can understand as to why is you're dubious as to the temerity of my claims of it not working, but it's not working. We're not even hearing the transition songs in here because there's something happening. We know that y'all could hear it, but we aren't hearing it in the studio. So I wanted real-time reaction to
Sorry?
Huh?
What, is Maggie the people's lawyer or something?
No, but she's normally somebody who is like she doesn't just cause trouble.
Not the voice of reason in the
So I'm
chat.
giving her giving her some time to
No,
explain.
we actually can't hear anything, guys. Like, we have no reason because you volunteered to put it out. So why would you lie about that?
Yeah, but I don't understand.
We don't
because
lie in here.
I lie sometimes. Yeah. Just a little bit sometimes.
A lie, bending the truth and something.
All right, sis, what would you do?
Let's get into it.
Dun, All right, cool.
See, that's why Brendan's humming because we don't have a cue to know when to speak. All right, so hey girls, I've been best friends with my friend Sarah. Oh, sorry. Hey girls, I've been best friends with my friend Sarah since we were kids. We've been through a lot together and I know I can always count on her. When she told me she was getting married, I was so happy for her. I knew it was going to be a beautiful wedding and I couldn't wait to be there to celebrate with her. A few months before the wedding, Sarah told me that she had changed her mind about the guest list. She said that she wanted to keep the wedding small and she had to make some tough decisions about who to invite. I was disappointed to find out that I wasn't on the list, girl. I know that Sarah had to make a lot of difficult decisions and I don't want to make her feel bad about it, but I'm also hurt that I'm not going to be there to celebrate with her on her big day. I'm not sure what to do. I want to be there for Sarah, but I also don't want to make her feel bad. I'm thinking about sending her a card and a gift, but I'm not sure if that's enough. I'm also thinking about talking to her about how I'm feeling, but I don't want to make her feel guilty. First of all, you are worrying about Sarah when Sarah was not worried about you. If you're saying you've been friends with someone since you were kids, your best friends, and you're not invited to their wedding, that's deep. Unless you're eloping with even if you're eloping, you'd have your best friend elope with you. That's your witness. You're allowed 2 witnesses on each side. You're the witness for Sarah. So personally, I think talk to her about how you're feeling. Maybe it's like extreme budget cuts, but I'm sure there's an auntie in there that she don't really like that you could have got her spot. You're nice for wanting to give her a present and a card. Personally, I don't think I would have been doing that because the women come from my heart. But yeah, I would say just speak to her about it and see. But don't worry about feeling guilty or making her feel guilty. She didn't worry about how you would feel being friends with her since you were kids and not being invited to the wedding. So yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Does length of time you know someone, does that define the friendship? So because you've known her since you were a kid doesn't mean that she looks at you as like a dear friend.
Yeah, I think knowing someone, length of time does not define the friendship. Yeah. But if you're telling me you lot are best friends since you were kids, that's different. It's not someone it's not a friend that it's a best friend.
Is it fair to say, or maybe I'm, being assumptive here, that maybe, the girl didn't put her name down, did she?
No. Just read it.
That maybe she sees Sarah as more of a friend than Sarah sees her.
I think so.
Because could you imagine not inviting your best friend to your wedding,
impossible.
even if you had to cut down a small guest list?
That's impossible.
Right?
I flew out for my best friend's wedding.
Yeah, so maybe Sarah doesn't see you the way you see Sarah. Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's the conversation. And that's why you have to have the conversation with her.
Yeah.
Because then you find out that you weren't a listener priority.
Yeah.
And anyone that can tell you, that can uninvite you, that can uninvite you from the wedding, Sarah will be real with her and be like, listen, we're not friends like that.
Yeah.
I'm inviting my nearest and dearest and you're not one of them.
Because how small is this wedding though? You know what I'm trying to say? Is it family only? Because I couldn't imagine my best friend, like my legit best friend telling me I can't come. Unless it was literally like a little 5-man operation. Even
that, they'd be one of the 5.
Yeah, but if it was family, if it was like, mum, dad.
But some friends you have are like family to you.
Yeah.
Like if I was doing a family only thing, there's a couple friends that'll make it because they're family and all my family know them.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But I do think it might be that where Sarah's her best friend, but she's not Sarah's best friend.
Yeah.
So she needs to get to the bottom of that, man.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame.
Damn it, man.
Any other contributions?
Yeah, well, you're not her best friend. You should have known that when you weren't the bride of honor, or whatever it's called.
You weren't even a bridesmaid.
The bridesmaid, what's it called? The
Bridesmaids or maid of honor.
Maid of honor. Yeah, when you weren't the maid of honor, then you should have known someone else was closer to her. So,
yeah. So I think if you're not, I think maid of honor is different. But if you're not a bridesmaid, then again, I don't want to have any bridesmaids.
How? She said it's her best friend. It's been her best friend since they was kids. If you're not the maid of honor, you're not her best. Who was her maid of honor?
No, sometimes people have people with a sister.
You're not her best friend.
I have a best friend, but I might make my sister my maid of honor.
Then she's not your best friend.
But she'll be a bridesmaid. She can be a bridesmaid.
Then she's not your best friend. If your best friend's not your maid of honor, she's not your best friend.
But would you, if you knew your best friend wasn't...
First of all,
that's like your best man. If your best, if you made your best man your brother, like if he's not, if it's your best friend, it will be your best man, bro.
But what if...
Forget brothers and all that stuff.
But
your brothers ain't going... Forget them, your brothers ain't going nowhere, they're dead there.
But how much do you base your decision on that person's ability to get the job done?
Oh, because that's a big one.
That's the thing.
That's a big one. If you're unreliable,
you might be my best friend, but you're tarty. You're not even on time.
I can't rely on you.
You can't organise nothing, so no.
You thought he was your best friend. If you'd picked somebody else for your best man, he wasn't.
It's not about that. Like, you know people's strengths.
Nah.
What I'm saying is you base your decision based off of criteria.
If I thought I was your best friend, yeah, and you got married, and somebody else at that altar is your best man, that's your best friend.
But what I'm saying is, what if your best friend was unreliable, not punctual, disorganized, a thief? Like, you know what I mean? Would you?
Not a thief.
I did it in there.
They wouldn't.
Would you still make them your best man?
They wouldn't be your best friend. If my best friend's my best friend, my best man's gonna be my best friend.
Yeah, but you know people's strengths though, and I know your strength is not to be reliable and to be there on time, and you can't plan for shit. Why would I make you my best man?
I told you.
In charge of the groom's party or whatever they call it.
I know people for who they are. So if you're all that stuff and I still have you around me and still want to call you my best friend, then this is the
you will end up in Bournemouth.
This is the hand I was dealt.
Well, that'll do it.
You will end up in Bournemouth.
In there.
Just been there. Yeah, big up you, man. I hope things work out for you, honey. But yeah, someone in the chat actually said if Sarah's got other friends there, you take the hit. If other friends were invited and you weren't. It is sad though, but just make new friends, babes. But anyone else who's got any dilemmas, if you want to send it for asking for friends, sis, what would you do? The number is 075 6484 1073. And if you want to email instead, the email address is tdasubmissions@thenewblack.com. Let us know what segment you're writing in for. And let's get into our last headlines for today. Now you're just making beats up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so our first headline. Oh, Brent, you people that are in the news. You've been doing that, you don't know what they did.
Oh, it was Shaka?
Yeah. You know him? Former Trinidad and Tobago footballer Shaka Hislop opened up about his career, including representing Trinidad and Tobago at the 2006 World Cup, which he said was a dream come true. Hislop spoke with the athlete's record on his experiences during his wide and varied career, including tackling the issue of racism in sports. He also said this spurred him to support a program called Youth Against Racism in Europe, where he began speaking at schools about his experiences in sports. He said since then, the charity celebrated its 25th anniversary in 2021 and has grown and become the largest anti-racism charity in the UK. That's sick. He said he looks back on his career with a sense of fulfillment. Don't forget where you're from. To this day, I find such peace in going back to Trinidad and Tobago, in recognizing who I represent and the pride that people feel in recognizing your accomplishments. He urged young people to remember their past and remain true to their roots. And our next headline, members of the public held down a man suspected of attacking a woman with a broken bottle and threatening a child in a South London market. The woman in her 20s was rushed to hospital after the alleged attack in the Blue Market Square in Bermondsey at 6:50 p.m. on Wednesday. The child was allegedly threatened by the bottle-wielding man, but was uninjured. Footage from the scene appears to show brave bystanders holding down a suspect stopping traffic in the middle of Southwark Park Road. Some aimed kicks at the man as he is pinned to the floor. He was taken to hospital and arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. A Met Police spokesperson said police were called after a man was alleged to have attacked a woman with a broken bottle and threatened a child. Officers responded immediately and arrested a man aged in his 20s who had been detained by members of the public. The woman aged in her 20s was taken to hospital. Her injuries are not life-threatening. The child did not sustain any physical injuries. An investigation to establish what happened is now ongoing. Anyone who can help police with the inquiries should call 101 and the reference is CAD 6726/24 May. But yeah, and our last headline for today is a trigger warning. The family of an 11-year-old Mississippi boy who was shot by police after his mother asked him to call 911. Sorry, that's very sad. All right, trigger warning, shooting and violence. So the family of an 11-year-old Mississippi boy who was shot by police after his mother asked him to call 911 to report a domestic incident are calling for the officer to be fired. Adarian Murray is recovering at home after he was shot in the chest by an Indianola Police Department officer early on Saturday morning. His mother, Nakala Murray, told a news conference that she asked Adarian to call police after the father of one of her other children allegedly showed up at her home at 4 a.m. in an irate mood. Miss Murray said that an officer arrived at the house with his gun drawn and called on everyone inside to come out. She said her son had just walked around a hallway corner and into the living room when he was shot. Adarian kept asking, "Why did he shoot me? What did I do? What did I do wrong?" Miss Murray said during, this is what she said at the press conference. She said she applied pressure to the wounds until first responders arrived. The 11-year-old was rushed to the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson, where he was found to have suffered a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, and a lacerated liver. He was released from hospital on Wednesday, his mother told CNN. That's very crazy and sad. That's one of what J. Cole's videos, what's the song called? Crooked Smile.
Who's J. Cole?
J. Cole, Jermaine Cole.
I was joking.
I really thought you didn't know. That's all. Like he was like a Nigerian artist. One of his videos is based on a true story that happened like that, where a young kid gets killed when the police do a raid. But this wasn't a raid. That's so sad. Poor baby. All right, let's get into the reaction.
I wanted to do our end of season. End of season awards, man. Fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that shit.
Do it on Monday.
I ain't got time for none of that shit. You know, on Monday, yeah?
You're doing Monday.
I said bank holiday Monday.
That's exactly what I said. Do a Monday.
Oh,
That's exactly what I said.
I'll be done.
Wednesday. I'm here
Do a
Wednesday.
TikTok.
Season will be over by then.
Yeah, so that's the whole point. That's the whole point, no? Season ended.
Boy.
The big news, right?
What's the big news?
You man qualified for Champions League.
I told you.
Oh, no, you left that nuts.
Okay.
Didn't I tell y'all?
Damn.
Didn't I tell y'all?
Told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all?
Didn't I tell y'all?
So the
Y'all thought I was
two
playing, but I
teams who are in
told
Europa
y'all.
this league have upped it to the Champions League.
Boy, it's progression all round, man. It's progression all round. United done it. Newcastle done it. Arsenal done it.
And City, of course, have done it.
City, of course. Okay, cool. We've had the conversation pure times. We're here now. You get me? The dust is settled. It's been done. We've got one more opportunity to make it to make it an even better season.
Yeah.
But let's have it right. We've had the better season, right?
If you win the FA Cup, yeah.
Oh, we have to win the FA Cup.
Yeah. If you win the FA Cup, of course, I would have taken third place with 2 cups over second place with no cups, for sure.
Third place ain't
know Brent's
that
probably still gonna say
bad.
no.
It will be. I mean, okay, cool. The gap. What's the gap? 9 points at the minute. God damn.
I know it was announced yesterday that Arsenal got 160 million prize money for finishing second.
I know what it is. 9 points ain't that bad, man. We lost Casemiro for about 8 games, man. Like, it could have been different, man. It's not. It was a good season overall. All in all, it was a good season. There's ups and downs. You get me? They left a lot to be desired, but we've made improvements, especially us lot defensively.
2 cups out of the 4 on offer. And third place is a great 2 out of the 4 cups on offer. You won them. If you do win the FA Cup, that's a great season. I can't knock it.
Would you put more weight on the FA Cup than the League Cup?
Of course.
So if we finished third and won FA Cup, would it be a better season than you lot as well?
Third FA Cup and we've finished second. Yeah, definitely.
So it's just because it's League Cup why man's doing this. Because I honestly, obviously, like banter aside and boom, boom, yeah. You lot have been great, yeah, this year, like 100%. You fell short, whatever. To go from where did you go from 5th to 2nd?
Yeah.
Great jump. You get me? Definitely improvements, like across the board, yeah.
But the issue is, we can't really celebrate the second. It doesn't feel like an achievement because of what we could have had. That's the problem.
And this is where this is where it boils down to, innit? So now it's official, it's done and dusted. We've got Champions League, yeah. Obviously, like man like Wenger would move like winning Champions League as a trophy, whatever, cool. But we're all in the same boat. You get me? Me, you, Newcastle, we're all in the same boat. Only other person that's different is City because they won the league, innit? So then you have to start going down to now we've got to start splitting hairs. We've already got a cup. We're in a final. You know what I'm trying to say? Europe, the competition that we was both in, we went further than you. Like, we've had a better season than you.
Yeah, we've had the better Premier League season than you, for sure. You've had the better season overall if you win the FA Cup, yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Remember, Arsenal's achievements this season have only lied in the Premier League, right? We got knocked out the FA Cup, got knocked out the League Cup, and we got knocked out the Europa. We haven't had a great season overall. We've had a great Premier League season, definitely. We've excelled in one competition, and we've flopped in all the others, right? And I feel like the team put all their eggs in one basket. They were just going for the league, capitulated is what it is, isn't it? But if someone offered me the chance at the start of the season, you can finish third with 2 cups or finish second. I'll take third with 2 cups.
All right, cool. Well, I've got a goal here, so I can't really get into all of this, but I do want to check you what's end the season's awards quickly. So let's just check. Who's your manager of the year?
Giving it to Arteta, man. From finishing 5th and missing out on the Champions League slot to almost winning the league and being top of the league for almost the whole season. I got to give it to my man, Mikel Arteta.
Man's a awarding failure. Brent, who's your manager of the year?
Arteta.
So who should I give it to? Pep?
Huh?
Who should I give it to? Pep?
My manager of the year is Eddie Howe.
Because he achieved...
Champions League football.
And so did we. So what are you talking about?
They nearly got relegated last year.
And we were shit last year.
You was over 5th. He's done it's a bigger job. It's a better job.
No, but you said you...
It's just an opinion. Doesn't need to argue it.
You don't
I never said nothing about Arteta. Arteta ain't won nothing.
You don't want to argue because you want to leave. That's fine.
Arteta ain't won nothing.
And no, it's Eddie Howe.
Huh?
No, it's Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe's got Champions League. So
What?
you can argue, yeah. You can argue.
We have Champions League too.
That means so because he ain't won nothing. So let's put them in the same categories that everybody ain't won nothing. Yeah, you can argue that Arteta's job's on par with Unai Emery's. That man was gonna get relegated when he took them over.
You know, you're not making sense, right?
What?
You asked me who my manager of the year was. I said it was Arteta. You said it's Eddie Howe.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get into it. Then when I said Eddie Howe, you started.
But you don't want to get into it because you want to go.
No, because it don't make sense. Your manager never won nothing. Your manager of the year ain't
neither
won nothing.
did Eddie Howe. But he's your manager of the year.
Look, yeah, we can't award failure.
What? We finished above Newcastle.
Bro, Uzo was on top for 93% of the season. He didn't, and he didn't win nothing.
And what did Newcastle win?
Newcastle went from 18th place to 4th, off to 3rd or 4th, bro.
I don't care.
Okay, then don't care then. That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't need to care, but that's why.
Right, next award.
Man can't award failure. So the manager of the year can't be a failure. So and saying that Eddie Howe and Arteta are the same because they both didn't win nothing is not true.
Finishing second is not a failure. Next award. What is it? What are you doing? Goal of the year? What are you doing?
Finishing second is no failure. Player of the year.
Player of the year. I've got to give it to the guy who's got the most goals this season, breaking all types of records. I'll give it to Haaland.
Okay. Player of the year, Brent.
Ooh.
First season as well. Crazy.
Oh. It's hard. You should have given me these questions before so I'd put it down. Because it's hard, man. It's easy to say Haaland. But I can't say Haaland.
Don't discredit my pick.
No, not at all. I would say, who's impressed me the most? Mitoma. Yeah, Mitoma. He's impressed me the most.
I obviously think Haaland's player of the year, but using that term that you said, who's impressed me the most, I've got Odegaard.
Okay.
I've got Odegaard.
Good.
Odegaard's been impressive. That's a good word. He's been impressive this year. He's definitely impressed me very much. So cool. Young player of the year?
Young player of the year. I'm going to give it to my guy, man. Bukayo, even though he fell off for the last part of the season, man. Disappointing last couple of games. But I'll give it to Saka, man.
Saka, no holes, but I mean, hands down. Sorry.
It is Saka hands down, but like he's got experience, man. He's played at the World Cup and the Euros or wherever he's been, man. Like man, the real young boy, Garnacho. You get me? Impacted.
Who's that guy?
He's
Man
Man
United
United
Who's
player.
he for? Oh, serious?
The
I would know. How many games did he get?
The blonde hair,
He's got go and check how many goals and assists he's got. About how many games he got. Go and check how many game winners he's got. Actually, I'm guessing like it's bare. He scored. He scored the winner against Fulham. Wait, he scored the winner against
He's
Fulham.
not young though, like 23.
Didn't he come on the other day and get a winner? Was that?
Yeah, he did.
He didn't. He's got a few winners and assists, man. He's done all right. And obviously, he's nowhere compared to Saka. But this is a real young player of the year, 18 years old. You get me?
Yeah, no, if young player, there's an age quantifier, right? So
It's up to 24.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They need to change that as well.
Yeah, I think you can't keep getting young player of the year if you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think the age gap should be low.
They need to change that. They should cap it at like 21 or something. 22 maybe. 24 is a joke because Odegaard's available for young player of the year.
Yeah, I don't think he should get young player of the year now. What we say next?
Signing of the season?
Signing of the season. I don't want to keep saying Haaland in it, but let me go with. I'm gonna go with Jesus because he was transformative. He was transformative, man. He might be one of the biggest reasons why we even finished second. Like he had the injury.
Him or Eddie Nketiah?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying.
When the season started, Jesus was, he was flying, bro. He was flying. The World Cup, the injury, it put a hamper in it. But he's a big catalyst. He's a big catalyst.
I won £50 because a man told me he was going to get 15 Premier League goals.
He was close though. He got injured.
Close. Almost doesn't count.
Yeah, 10.
Almost does not count. There was no way. I don't think he's never scored 15 Premier League goals. You think he was just going to come to Arsenal and do that?
You didn't win the money off me, so I'm cool.
Okay. My sign of the season will be Lissandro Martinez.
The butcher.
Yeah, he's just
The
cold.
butcher's got.
He's just cold. He just changed everything, man. He just changed everything. The back line looked way more solid. That partnership with him and Varane's cold, in possession, playing out from the ball, playing out from the back. It's cold. Man talking about he's short, he can't do it, he can't this, he can't that. He was one of the players of the season. And if he didn't get injured, I probably would have put up to him. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so for me, it was be Lissandro.
Oh, no, what about Brent?
Doesn't care. It's obviously Haaland, but I would go for Zinchenko. I can't say Jesus because
Don't get me started, boy.
I got something to say.
Miles hates Zinchenko.
I think Zinchenko's decent. I just don't like what you are doing with him. I think Zinchenko's actually all right. I just don't like what you are trying to do.
For next season, Zinchenko,
You know what
please.
I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy.
Less mid-game huddles, please.
Yeah,
We need to have a
this
group meeting
whole
every time.
this whole Zinni thing and it was like, okay, like the guy's good. I thought he was good from City, but what are we doing there?
Yeah.
And last one, biggest surprise of the season.
Newcastle qualified for Champions League, or Chelsea's absolute demise despite spending 600 million. That's crazy.
Not even just the demise. For me, the biggest surprise would be that January window. I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
No, that was the summer window in January.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
Four managers.
I didn't even know you were allowed to do that.
Yeah, I thought, ain't this breaching financial fair play or something? They're going crazy in January. Like, that's a summer window.
Yeah.
Listen, this 4 managers in one season, 600 million spent in January, and you finish 12th. It's insane. It's insane. You see, yesterday, they can't buy a goal. They can't buy a goal. They scored at the end, but they can't buy a goal.
But Margs believes that was it Poch going to get them cooking?
Oh yeah. Not necessarily like at the gate like that, but I'll just put it down to, if I was gonna go and start a season tomorrow on my football manager and I picked that Chelsea team, problems.
Brent, it could only be
There's not
confidence and management because
There's not even
they're ballers.
Lukaku ain't even back there yet. That team, that is not that's fun for someone who knows what they're doing, and who's got skill, who's got talent. Yeah, this is a project I want to get my hands on. This is fun. This is not a bad thing. You can paint it how you want. Poch walking into that team, having the opportunity to say, I like you, I like you, I like you. Oh, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And also go back and generate some money and all that. He's got young boys there, old boys there, there's talented, there's athletes, there's technicians, there's everything. This ain't, you don't try to paint this like it's some negative. The negative's now, it's gone, it's done. You get what I'm
I don't
trying
think
to
anyone painting a negative.
Let them move forward now. No, they're gonna be, I don't know, we can't say how good or how whatever, but they're gonna be much better than what they was.
Yeah, but that's not hard to be. But you're right. They're gonna be better. They're gonna be better than this season. This season, and they still got Nkuku to come in. Remember, they bought him already.
Yeah, no, it's not dire times over there. There's light in the horizon.
Yeah, we'll see. Moment of the season. Favorite moment.
Sorry, is that the question he asked?
No, this is my random question.
I'll answer your question, but your question.
Biggest surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Biggest surprise.
Oh, biggest surprise. Oh, sorry. Biggest. Yeah, no, I said Newcastle finishing
All right, cool.
Champions League and Chelsea.
So for me, like the 2 moments, right? Because I remember where I was when 9/11 happened. I remember where I was when the Daina news hit. I'm always gonna remember where I was, how I felt when the Modric news. So it's not cemented in history for me. That's the biggest surprise. And what was the second one? I'll come back to that. I had another one.
Modric was mad though.
Yesterday he missed literally not open goal, but it was right in front of goal. It was terrible. Confidence is gone, man. Or he wasn't even there to begin with.
They're going through it, man.
Yeah. Best moment of the season?
Best moment has to be when I started to believe again. Remember that the live show when it is I was talking to you? That's best moment for me. Life now is in my bones again for Arsenal. Loving it. The future's bright.
Yeah. For me, Reece Nelson, last minute winner, man. Like the celebrations, the jubilation, it was great still.
The best moment?
Yeah. What else?
He's your cousin.
It's my nephew. Also, he's close.
nephew.
He's close to agreeing a new deal with Arsenal, 4-year contract.
Yeah, so I read it just now.
Yeah. Shout out Reece, man.
That's good, only because we can sell him.
That might be a part of the plan. Not this season, probably next season if he doesn't perform.
Hopefully this season.
Nah, they're gonna sign. This is a sign and trade thing, NBA thing.
Yeah. So we get money from him.
You're not gonna sign a new contract now and get bought. That's not how it works. Yeah. You Marks, best moment of the season?
You guys qualified yesterday?
Nah.
It's up there, though, right?
They haven't really had no moments this season. I enjoyed beating Barcelona over the 2 legs because that was a Champions League tie, whether everyone wants to admit it or not. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Really
that was
wasn't.
It wasn't a Champions League tie. It was a
Really
Europa League
wasn't.
tie.
it was a Champions League tie.
No, it wasn't. It's a Europa League tie.
It's a Champions League tie.
No, it was a Europa League.
Yeah,
you were in
it
the
wasn't Barcelona.
Europa League.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
not Barcelona.
But Barcelona dropped down. Yeah, while there was top of the Liga. Yeah, there was top of the Liga. They dropped down from Champions League.
Why do you want to claim
come and
this?
play us,
You were
yeah?
in the Europa League. Just
It
take
doesn't
it.
matter. What I'm telling you is that was a Champions League.
Why do you want to inflate the tie?
That's
It's
low,
not
man.
inflating the
It
tie.
is
It's
inflating the
Champions
tie.
League.
No, it was Europa League
low.
tie.
It's
It's
Officially.
Champions League level competition, bro.
But why do you need to say that? Just
It's-
it was in the Europa League. Just have it.
It was in the Europa League. It was a Champions
But
League
why
tie.
do you want to inflate the tie? Why?
It's not
Make you feel
inflating the tie. Remember last year, the Europa League semis.
Marks,
Was it the semis?
But
The
it-
games were bigger than the Champions League. Like the levels of it, I
But
think.
it was in the Europa League, so
No
what
one
doesn't matter?
ain't disputing where the game took place. So if you want to do that all day, you can do that all day. I don't mind
Yeah.
because no one's not under no illusions that the game happened on a Thursday night. I'm saying
Yeah.
when we played Barcelona,
Yeah.
that was a Champions League level tie. That was the best team we could have played in the competition. They just dropped down from a thing that is elite level football. It was a Champions League level tie. That's what it was.
Man's trying to inflate the thing.
Elite level football.
It was in the Europa League,
So, okay,
so it was a Europa League tie.
what?
What do you mean what?
That is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. What are the facts? It was a Europa League tie in the Europa League.
Elite level
It was
football.
a Europa League tie.
Yeah.
It was Champions League level football.
You're sick. Anyway,
One second. One second. So one
How did you
second.
say 1 second?
No, because
It was a Europa League game.
no, because 1 week ago, yeah, or the round of football before, yeah, they was playing in Champions League. When we bought them, they're the best team in the whole of Europa. I mean, the whole of the Liga. So when we're talking about the level of football we're playing, why are you pretending like it's not elite level football?
It was a Europa League game.
It wasn't. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
But
that's
was.
it.
But the level
But
of
you know,
football
but
in the Europa
you're
League, yeah.
trying to
Okay,
No,
cool.
it is.
In the Europa
Mark
League,
is trying
yeah.
to sell me a pencil in it. He's giving
I've
me
watched-
this pencil can fly to space. No, but it's a pencil though, isn't it?
Okay, so if you play in Europa League, yeah, and you play Dumbledore for whoever you played that Irish team, yeah, I can't remember what they're called, yeah, or even if you play whoever, I don't even know what. I can't remember. Red Star. Who was it? I don't know. What's the Europa League? What's the media Europa League team? Who was in it?
Just whoever.
That Irish team, yeah, that you up playing, yeah. Are you telling me, yeah, just because the competition's because it's in the Europa League, that's the same level of competition playing the Irish team than it is playing Barcelona? You're going to tell me it's the same level of competition because it's in the same
I'm
competition?
not going to come in and give a caveat. I'm going to say this is a Europa League game.
No, I'm asking you a question. Is it the same level of competition? We're not talking. We're not in
Yes,
denial.
there
We
are-
know it was
Okay.
in the Europa
Yes,
League.
yes, there are
is it
better
the same level
and
of
worse
competition?
teams. Yes, playing
So-
Scunthorpe ain't
Okay,
the same as playing Real Madrid.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
but you're trying to
so-
inflate the game by saying it's Champions League level. It was in Europa League.
I never said it doesn't matter where it was. What was
It
the
does
level-
matter where it was. Of course, it matters. That's what you mean. That's all
I
that
never
matters.
asked you where
It
it
does
was.
matter.
That's all that matters is where it was.
No, it doesn't matter where
Yes,
it
it does
was.
matter.
You're trying
Margs,
to
it matters.
So
Because
were
if-
they a Champions League team?
Because if you won,
Were they a Champions League team?
if you won that game and went on to win the win, what would you win?
Were they a Champions League team?
What would you win? You
Were
win the
they
Europa League.
Were they a Champions League team?
You win the Europa League.
Okay,
Focus
fine.
on where you're at, not where you want to be.
Okay, fine. Were they a Champions League team?
Were.
Yeah, and
Were.
are they a Champions League team?
Were. Now they are, yeah. By the time
So they
Europa League-
were. One second. So they were.
Was it Seville
And they
that-
are.
What's-
One second.
what's your
Was
point?
it Seville that knocked you guys out?
One
Showed you
second.
guys
You-
what elite was.
One
Margs,
second.
Margs.
Wait, so
that,
they were.
That game
One second.
was in the Europa League.
So they were.
Why are you holding on to the Champions League so much?
Because I'm just talking about the level of team.
We know Barcelona are a good team.
If a team drops down, yeah.
We know Barcelona are a good
If a team-
team. But
if a-
guess what? You bucked them in the Europa League.
a
And
team
that's
drops-
all that matters.
that doesn't change
That does
anything.
matter.
Yeah.
What are you talking about,
That's
man?
fine. We're not talking about where we met. If a
Yeah,
team.
but that's what. Yeah, but why are you focusing on the fact that the Champions League level opponents?
I'm not focusing on it. You're focusing on it.
No,
don't
you
like-
are.
No, you don't
You
like
are.
that. You don't like that I
You
said it. You don't like that I said it.
You
I
played
said
them
it, and now
in
you
the
focused on it.
Europa League.
Look, I said it,
Stay
yeah?
off the weed.
That's fine.
League.
That's all great, but listen, I
The
said
comment
it, yeah?
section's going mad. I think you're delusional.
How can they think I'm delusional? You are the ones focused on
No,
it.
you're delusional. Focus on the fact that you played them in the Europa League. Stop.
It doesn't matter where we played each other.
It doesn't matter.
Why?
Because that's the competition you're in.
Bro, if there's teams drop down, yeah?
Marks, what was that for grabs?
If you play a team...
What was that for grabs?
Stop cutting me off and just answer the
What was that for
question.
grabs?
Listen what I'm telling you, yeah? If you're in a competition,
Alright,
yeah,
go.
and you play a team, yeah, that drops down from the competition above, are you playing a Champions League level team?
I'm not even going to entertain your
I don't
question.
understand why. I just
Because
want yes
that's
or
not
no.
important.
It doesn't matter what's important because we still set up. You can sort out. You can ask me questions that you want to sort out what's important.
cool,
I
okay,
want to
cool.
sort out the levels.
No,
here.
because...
if you're playing in
No.
Europa League, one second.
I'm
If
not
you're-
even quantifying this.
You don't need to quantify nothing. I'm asking you a question.
No.
It's yes or no. It's your opinion. You don't. If you don't agree with me, just say no.
No, I'm
One
no.
second, so let me finish my question.
Alright, go.
If you're playing in Europa League, yeah, and you started in Europa League, that's where you started your competition. Oh yeah, and then you get to the last 16s knockouts, yeah, and when you get to the knockout competition, you're playing a team that drops down from Champions League. Are you playing a Champions League level team?
I am not...
Just say yes. I want you to say yes or no before you go into anything. Because
I-
you're allowed to say no, you know. Just say no then. Yes or no. Are you playing a Champions League level team?
In the Europa League, yeah.
Okay, fine. But they're
in-
Champions League level team.
in Europa League.
No one ever disputed where we was playing, bro. So yes.
Your
Okay, so
main
fine.
focus-
So fine then. I'm
your
gonna go
main-
to the toilet quickly while you
your
talk to
main-
the crowd. 1 second.
He's running
You
away.
established it, yes.
His main focus seems to be that he's playing against a team that was in the Champions League. He's trying to inflate the game. You played Barcelona in the Europa League. He's saying it doesn't matter. That's all that matters. You're playing in the Europa League against Barcelona. What's up for grabs? The Europa League.
That was his best moment. He said it was his best moment for this season. Can you imagine?
That's trying to inflate the game. Like, yes, Barcelona are a good team. Yes, they're better than Millwall. Like, we know this. There's levels, right? But you're playing them in the Europa League. So let's focus on the fact that it's a Europa League game, not that it's Champions League competition. Anyway,
I hope next year there are more moments like greater than that for Margs.
If a team meets someone in the FA Cup, yeah,
he's back.
and they play League One football, yeah, are they allowed to say they play in Premier League opposition? But it's in a different competition. Are they allowed to say they play in Premier League level opposition?
They can say what they want, but your focus
Okay,
on
but
the wrong things.
okay, so forget saying that. I want to know because again, you don't do this. Just say yes or no to the
It
questions.
was elite football. It wasn't.
It was, but just
wasn't.
answer the questions that I ask, yeah, and then we can establish something. If a team in League 2, yeah, meets a Premier League team in the League Cup or the FA Cup, are they allowed to say that they are playing Premier League level opposition?
Yes.
Okay, fine. And then we have established that if a lower team, yeah, a minnow team, yeah, just say like West Ham. Just say West Ham started, yeah, in the Europa League, yeah?
Yeah.
No, West Ham started in, if West Ham played in conference, yeah? West Ham played in conference.
Yeah.
When they got to the knockouts,
Yeah.
if they played a team, say like Roma, that dropped down from Europa
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
are they allowed to say they're playing a Europa level league team?
Hear me
Yes,
out.
they are. It doesn't matter if they're
Hear me
playing
out.
in conference.
Hear me out.
Okay?
United-
So I just said it. You're talking about I
United-
just said it and you took
United-
thing to it.
United are meant to
I don't
be-
think you played anyone as good as
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Barcelona
Hear me out.
apart from
Hear me out.
City
Hear me
this
out.
year.
Hear me out. United are meant to be giants, yeah? You're meant to be European juggernauts, right?
Yeah.
Your argument shouldn't be that we play Champions League level.
It wasn't an argument, I just said it.
Hear me out. Millwall are allowed to be like, oh my God, we play the Premier League team, we play Barcelona, because they're levels below Real Madrid or Barcelona. You man are not meant to be, so you shouldn't be like, oh my God, we play Champions League or Barcelona. You should be like, these are our peers.
What are you talking about?
You're acting like it's an achievement to play Barcelona.
No,
like,
you didn't even let me finish what I wanted to say. What is an achievement to play
But
Barcelona?
you gave me the mic, nigga.
Yeah, but you did. What do you mean it's an achievement to play
What
Barcelona?
I'm saying
You
is,
asked me
yeah,
about the
you
moment.
are harping onto this fact that Barca fell down from Champions League. Like, you man are meant to be big boys
I'm
too.
not harping on it. Look, I'm not going to change what I said. You're the one who clinged onto it. I said what I said. You didn't even let me finish my statement. And that is a thing. We played elite level football.
I
Champions
heard
League
you
level
the first,
football.
second and third time.
Before we even got into the Champions League. So that's why it was fun to me to show us we can box with big boys again on a level, on a European.
Aren't you ready, big boys?
We haven't played.
Why are you...
We haven't played in Champions League.
I've heard everything you said, innit? My point is, right, I feel like you should stop harping onto the fact that Barcelona fell down from the Champions League.
I didn't harp onto it.
You
You're the one
are.
who got a problem with it. I just said it.
Okay, I don't feel like you should mention it at all.
Why? I didn't mention it. I just said.
I feel like it's
asked me-
irrelevant.
You
I feel like it's irrelevant.
You asked me, yeah,
like
what
it's
did I
relevant.
like? And I told you what did I like? And then
Yeah.
now you told me it wasn't it wasn't Champions League level football. And I'm trying to explain to you, it didn't happen in the Champions League because no, we wasn't in the Champions League. But I'm trying to explain to you that was a Champions League level team. So it would be Champions League level football caliber because they started in the Champions League. Yeah, they were Champions League before that. They're Champions League now. When we met them, they was number 1. Yeah, and they just dropped down from the week before. So if you can say and feel however you want. It doesn't matter, your opinions, whatever, but that is a Champions League level team. I never said we played in the Champions League. No shit, we played in the Europa. That's fine. If you got an issue with that, that's your issue. But that was a Champions League level team. I don't know what you want to say. I don't know. That's not about opinions, you know. This ain't about opinions. You just don't like it because you never played no one that good in Europe.
I don't give a damn.
Who's the best team you played in Europe? You don't like it because you never played elite level football in Europe.
I'll be honest with you.
And that's why you don't like it. We get to the bottom of it. You never played elite level football in Europe last season, bro.
I'll be quite honest with you. That's not my argument. I feel like you are.
Did you play elite level football in Europe last season?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So we got to the bottom of it.
No, that's not the bottom. That ain't the bottom.
Then we got to the bottom.
No, we
of it.
ain't.
That's what you don't like.
We ain't.
The United fans are saying that Use is right. Margs is actually mugging us off a bit. We ain't minnows.
I feel like he's.
Okay, that's cool.
I feel like Margs is trying to decorate. He's trying to. Nice spread, trying to lay out some drinks.
I didn't lay out
He's trying
nothing.
to decorate
The
this
only reason-
Barcelona game like it was some prestigious
The
game.
only reason why we
Like,
got into
you're
I
trying
didn't
give me
I didn't-
Picasso.
The premise
Like,
wasn't
relax.
that. The only reason why we got into the game is because you questioned whether Barcelona are a Champions League level team.
You
bro.
played them in Europa League.
I never. Okay.
So
you keep saying this.
focus on
Okay.
that.
No one's not arguing that
but
point.
You said it didn't matter.
No one's not
But
arguing.
you said
It doesn't matter because no one's not arguing that
Of course
point.
it matters.
How?
Why doesn't it matter? You're playing them in the competition. Oh, that's it.
Brother, listen, look at me. Nobody's arguing that point.
No,
We played in Europa League.
The
Yes.
point I'm arguing
Nobody's
now is,
arguing.
The point I'm arguing now is you said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter because
Why?
nobody's questioning whether we played in Europa League or not.
No, I'm not talking about.
What's happening to LeBron James? Am I seeing a headline that says what's next for him? What's happened to him? What happened to him?
No,
he's talking about retiring, maybe.
he's fake contemplating retirement.
Oh, serious?
I'm calling it fake. Yeah.
What do you think you're going to do? Announce that he's going somewhere else?
I will only stay longer because I want to argue. I don't want to talk about this. If we're not arguing, I want to go. I'm going then.
It's all good. It's all good.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You're talking about nonsense. I want to talk about nonsense. I will only stay to argue.
All right, let's argue.
We're talking about nonsense. We're talking about man said LeBron James and that. What are you doing here?
Let's argue.
Wasting my time for LeBron James. I would just go home. I stayed longer to argue.
Let's argue then. All right.
Are you going to accept that
No,
there's Champions League level
the
football?
question I'm about to ask you now, yeah.
Huh?
You don't feel it.
The game was in the Europa League.
Yeah, we've established that.
No,
Yeah,
but
we've established that.
But I want to ascertain what you mean by it doesn't matter.
Okay, go on.
Are you saying that you don't care that it's in Europa League because it's Champions League level football? Are you saying we know this, move on?
Yeah, I'm saying we know that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Why have you caveated this game by saying we play Champions League level football, Champions League level club? Why don't you just say we bucked Barca in the Europa League and that's your best moment? Why do you want to add Salt Bay to the tie?
Because it speaks to, like, okay, cool. You see, like, next year, let me say what it speaks to. You see, like, next year, we're all going in Champions League next year, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't might get your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
'Cause you don't know. You want to know why? You didn't play no top level European football last year. You didn't buck no one. You know what I'm trying to say? So you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
man.
But you see us, man.
Man played
You see
one
us,
Barca,
man.
you know, and
You see us, man.
It's dick out.
No, but you
One
see us, man.
Barca.
We
One
played
little
Barca.
Barca.
Yeah?
One
Cooked them
Barca.
up over 2 legs.
With no
we
Messi.
know Wagwan. So
No
Champions League, we look forward to seeing you, Killy. We look forward to seeing you. We're good over there. We done this.
Well, off of one sample size.
Yes.
Off of one sample
Yes.
size. One Barca.
You never had no sample
One Barca.
size.
One Barca.
This is my point. I knew that's why you didn't like it. I knew that's why you
No.
didn't like what I was saying.
No, we had sample
This is my
size.
point.
Did-
This is my point.
didn't
We're
we play
getting
you?
bad up by Sporting and that.
Didn't we play-
Wicked up by Sporting and that.
Wait.
This was man. I knew this was the reason why you
You
didn't
do
like
what,
it.
man? Relax over there, man. Relax over there. Did we not play you this season? Champions League level team, right?
Elite football.
Didn't we play Man City?
That was Europa League level football.
Didn't we play Man City?
That weren't Champions League
Didn't
level.
we play Man City?
That was Europa
Didn't we play
level
Man City?
football.
Didn't we play Man City? Didn't we play Man City?
Man City was Champions League level.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they kicked that out.
Who was in Champions League this season? From the Prem? Liverpool? Yeah? Liverpool won Champions League this season? From the Prem?
Okay,
who
yeah,
else?
go on.
Man City, who else? Who were the four
Spurs,
teams?
Spurs.
And who else? So we played all
Chelsea.
and we played all of them. So we experienced Champions League level football. We played all the Prem
your
teams
reasoning.
in the
That's your
Champions
reasoning.
League, so we experienced Champions League football this season.
That was weak. I don't like that.
That's
That was
weak.
weak.
That's your
That's
reasoning.
weak. That's your whole argument.
That's the mic
That's
drop.
your whole argument.
That's the mic
That's
drop.
your argument.
That's the
That
mic
is
drop.
weak.
No. You know what? I might not landed it right, but
No,
it's
you
the
did.
correct
You
point.
did.
It's the correct point.
You did.
I might not have given you the je ne sais quoi on the speech, but that's a valid point. Because you're basing it on playing Champions League level football, right? Teams. We play Champions League level teams. It's just like we didn't play one from another league.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, you're like
that's a cop out.
No, I got you. I got you.
That's why.
No, I got you.
Because we played them too.
Yeah, that's fine because and you've got a bigger sample size than us. Then you've got one more team in your sample pool, and we have one less. Okay.
I just think I don't know why he's not trying to rein.
We lost the league to a Champions League level team.
That's
right.
Yeah.
And you beat Champions League level Barcelona. Okay, we both experienced it. Now what?
Well, we'll see what happens next season. But at least we established that we did play some elite level football at one point. At one point, that's our only claim to
You know
fame.
what it is? I'm just. You know what it is? I feel like maybe you don't recognize what's happened here. I feel like United fans, right? You lot always put yourself on the pedestal. You had yourself to high esteem, right? But I feel like you don't recognize that you're now down to squabbling for like little bits of relevance. Like, oh my God, we played Barcelona as your highlight of the season and you're proud of that. Like, well going for the league, man. Well for the league. Well going for the league, Killy. You know what I mean? Like,
Look how far the mighty have fallen.
seasons past, you wouldn't even your whole focus this season has been about us.
No.
Yes, it is.
We've been
Yes, it
focusing on
has.
ourselves, concentrating,
Nah.
building.
You're right. I have you right.
In terms of ops,
I have you
it's
right.
been us. It's been us the whole season. You've
I have
been
you
on
right.
our necks the whole season. Because you didn't want to see us rise. Babylon.
We haven't been bothered with you, sir. Because you have been leading
Lies.
from the front.
Lies.
Now you got a voice,
Lies.
Lies.
and you don't want to chat to man. It's not us, it's you. lot.
Obviously. why would you have a voice?
No,
if
but
you
you're
were-
saying you're all we care about. No, it's you that's just been on to everyone else.
No, he ain't been on to no one. You've been on to us. This whole season, your whole thing is you wanted to put us in a false sense of security. Tell me what's going to happen. Like, state it. So if we don't do it, you can be like, ha ha. That's all you wanted. You wanted a ha ha moment and you didn't get it. There you go.
Hey, listen, we gotta end it. We gotta end this.
Hold on, quickly. Prediction for next season. Also, your prediction that you're going to finish above us was wrong. Brent, give me a horn for that. You said all season that you're going to finish above Arsenal. And guess
But I
what?
was right that we finished top 4. I was right that that Newcastle finished top 4. I was right that City was gonna win. So I'll take 3 out of 4. I'll take 3 out of 4. Yeah.
When's the FA Cup final?
Well, you move like you want to watch it, man. I'm not.
No. What? What? What type of assumption was that? I'm trying to figure out what the game is, nigga. Like, I ain't trying to watch it with you.
It should be this Sunday. Should be the last thing. Should be next week Sunday or something like that. No.
Breaking news. Ivan Toney has been suspended from all football for 8 months.
That's not breaking. That was announced a while ago.
And he's been diagnosed with a gambling addiction.
I would think so with that number of counts.
Gambling addiction. Yeah, they're killing him. They're killing him. What other breaking news? Slot refused Spurs.
Who?
Arne Slot.
Who's that? Arne Slot.
Final manager who's supposed to take over Spurs, and then he rejected them. So now they still ain't got no gaffer.
Yeah. Even Mourinho was bashing Spurs yesterday.
Go on, what are you saying?
He bet 13 times that his team would lose.
No way.
Yeah, Ivan Toney's a madman.
No way. They got proof that he done that.
I'm guessing so. Because they would have seen the stubs, no?
Are you serious?
This is what they're saying. 13 times that his team would lose.
Yeah, he asked for it, man. That's why he got such a lengthy ban, man. That's brazy.
And we're not seeing him in England then. He can't come up from this.
Yeah, he will. Then again.
For England? He can't play for England. He could play for Brentford. Maybe.
How's that information come out?
I don't think he can play for Brentford because the fans will be like, did you throw the game?
Betting on the team to lose is... But then again, you know
Your
what?
own team.
No, it depends on what the game was. Like. If you're trying to nick money, man. If you're trying to he's not saying I'm going to play. If we're going to the Etihad and I bet on us to lose, man, you can't tell me I'm throwing that, bro. I'll probably try and hit a brace, bro. We're
How many
going
teams are in the league?
30... No,
What, the Premier League?
Yeah.
20.
And
That's why it's 38 games, yeah.
13 games. But to be honest, this could be, like home and away stuff for the same.
No,
top teams.
there's 38 games.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about how many teams.
Oh.
I think it would be interesting if it was like teams out in and around them, relegation fodder. That would be weird. If it was like Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea's, I'd hear him. Not hear him, but I wouldn't vilify him too much for that. But you're right though. Knowing that you betted for the team to lose is wild. He's not a goalkeeper.
Is there a rule against betting in other leagues?
You can't bet.
You can't bet at all. I don't see the issue with betting outside of your league. What's the problem?
Yeah, I don't think footballers can bet at all.
No, I know they can't. I don't see the issue.
Yeah, the gambling thing's dumb because they promote gambling all up and down. They wear it all over the tops and like that. Obviously, betting on your team should be illegal. If you play for the team, you shouldn't be allowed to.
I think betting on your team losing should be illegal because then you could actually have a hand in.
They should have no. They
But
should not be allowed to bet.
betting your team winning.
He was on loan to Wigan from Newcastle and bet on Newcastle to lose, not Brentford.
Oh, that's all right.
The charges were from before Brentford came to the Premier League.
Oh, that's all right.
So backdated stuff.
Oh, he was on loan and Newcastle was playing. Oh, yeah, that's all right. That ain't none.
Thank you, Stocklist and Ed.
Yeah, that ain't nothing, man. That ain't too egregious.
Who's your worst player this season for United?
Sancho?
Okay. Worst signing of the season?
Sancho.
For United?
No, he was here last season. Wasn't he?
Who's Sancho?
Yeah. He was.
What, worst signing of United season?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Fair cost.
Anthony?
Who'd be the worst out of them lot?
Ten Hag.
I'll probably go Malacia, maybe?
Okay. I thought he came for the youth ranks for some reason.
No.
Arsenal's worst signing, then worst player.
Worst signing would be
Vieira? Even though he's not a bad player, he didn't perform this season compared to the rest.
yeah. By that metric, he'd probably be the worst.
Yeah.
And
Worst player.
worst player Holding. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking.
It's hard to say, you know. I think it'll just have to be based on ability and not who, because everyone kind of done their part for the most part. I think Holden just gets it because ability-wise, he's probably the worst. But when he came in, he didn't do too bad. You know what I mean? He didn't do too bad. Okay, worst signing in the Premier League altogether. Worst signing in the Prem. Who's the worst player this season? Signing wise. Who was a waste of money?
I'm going to say just because of the price tag and where they finished, Enzo. It's not even nothing personal against him because I think he's a decent player. But
you give him grace because he came in January as opposed to the summer, so he had less time to cook.
No.
No.
That price tag was huge and it hasn't done nothing for them.
How much was he?
106 or something like that.
I would say, even though he came good,
Richarlison.
bingo.
Everyone forgot because he scored so many goals for Brazil and because he was slamming goals in the World Cup and that people thought he was doing things. He ain't done nothing for them.
He scored one goal and that goal barely touched him. He scored, and that was just the other day, that goal.
Star crew, shout out.
Yeah, Richarlison was the worst signing this season, bar none. Apparently, he's a rumor he's going to go Real Madrid. Ancelotti wants him. They work together at Everton, innit? Yeah. But yeah, that's my awards done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going on, man. I've got
Outro, yeah?
Yeah, please.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, so worst signing this season?
Right, a lot of passion over there. So thanks for a great show, guys. Nice way to round it all up. Like the video before you come out of this episode. Share it as well. Drop in your group chats. Do all that great stuff. Subscribe. Follow us on our social media pages. The Day After TNB, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you would like to send your dilemmas in, also the number to call, it is 075 6484 1073. And if you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great bank holiday weekend. Check out Iman's rapping videos online. See you on Tuesday.
Pew.